The following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
On this week's episode of Anything, Everything, and Nothing with Lynn and Kim, Lynn and I are so thankful. We celebrate our 1-year anniversary on the Defy Life Podcast Network, and the entire team came out to show us love. The format is a little different this week, but that's okay. It was so much love and excitement in the studio, we just had to let it flow. Most of all, we want to say thank you to the listeners. We want to thank you for all your support. Without you guys, there would be no Lynn and Kim. We love you, and we hope you enjoy the show.
They talk about anything, everything, and nothing. Talk about anything, everything, and nothing. You rockin' with Lynn, you rockin' with Kim. They go back and forth on different topics, they get it in. They talk about anything, everything, and nothing. It's the podcast. Oh wow. What's up?
Welcome to episode 50 of Anything, Everything, and Nothing with Lynn and Kim.
Brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network. Visit our website at www.godefylife.com for all your favorite podcast music, sports, movies, and Defy Life gear.
Oh, I was dancing.
Yes, you
Listen, download, and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes, DefyLifePods.com, Spotify, or any of your other favorite podcast platforms.
Oxygen tank.
I need some oxygen. Listeners,
Press play. Listen, that's subscribe.
Press play.
It's not enough.
Email us at aen@godefylife.com.
And don't forget, rate us 5 stars, please.
5.
Because I'm 5 and I'm fine.
5.
I'm 5 and I'm fine.
Me too.
5 and 5.
5.
5 and 5.
5.
All day long.
5 stars, not 4.5.
What up? What up, sis?
How you doing?
You know.
I just hit the table with my knee.
Well, it don't make that sound like when we in the other. We in a
probably
real.
don't.
We in
We
a
in
real
real
studio. Yes, we in a real
Professional.
studio.
All right.
Professional.
Okay, girl.
I got these microphones on my ear.
What's
I
this?
got this thing that
You
count your strokes.
I think that's the spit thing where you don't like spit on the microphone or something.
sis. It's so pretty.
You so sick, man. Okay, Jill Scott. Okay, we have visitors. So the secret is out. We got visitors.
It's so pretty.
You so sick, man.
Like I know.
See, that's too much. That is too much. I'm done with you. Now I can't talk in the mic because you got. Oh Jesus! I'm going to have to close my eyes.
Money took a swig on that one.
Okay. I'm gonna check in. Okay. I don't remember the week at this point.
Okay.
Cause
your fox locks.
Because my fox locks getting a little heavy here lately.
See, them real locks over there.
Right. Them real locks. That's down to your butt.
That's down to your butt.
No, listen. I gotta tell you about the girl at the doctor today.
And knots.
Hello. We have visitors, y'all. Listen, I gotta tell you about the girl today at the doctor.
I love you.
Shut up. I gotta tell you about the girl at the doctor.
Okay.
She said, so what you call them? I said, well, they faux locks. I said, but the girl calls them, she also calls them goddess locks. Why the girl said, yeah, I seen other people with them fox locks. Bitch, didn't I just say faux locks?
Say faux. Okay.
I just said faux.
Okay.
And she gonna come behind me and say fox. What was that? Somebody go check.
Damn.
Trina, go check.
Look, that's the producer taking his frustration out on me from earlier.
He ain't mad. That man ain't mad. Okay.
He was like, sure.
Oh, it was the chair. Oh, it's not a USC chair. It's a Red Fox chair.
I can run it back.
Pop her in her head when you walk by. Okay. We gonna check in at some point.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Talk about the lady at the Fox Locks.
That's all. That's all. She came behind me and said Fox Locks after I had already said 4.
Yusuf said, fine, Kim.
Stop. You better go out there and give him a hug.
Hold me up. No, you sit here. Okay. I'm sorry.
We got visitors, y'all. I can't say that enough. So
Yosh cussed me out with his eyes.
I know he did. I'm sure he did.
Here go Ross come out. Kim, don't do it.
He cussed you out with his eyes.
Woo. It was so fun though.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So anyway. So work and churn to work. What happened? The chair wet?
Cold.
It's probably cold. It was outside.
It was in the shed.
It's wet and cold.
It was in the shed.
No, it wasn't in the shed. It wasn't in the shed, but it's I know it's cold.
Yeah.
Is it wet, Kim? Oh, it is? Oh, Lord. Well, sit on the couch.
That couch eats your butt.
It does. It do more than that.
We gotta
trust me.
eat your butt and it's cold and wet.
Is it really wet?
It is. Look at the hand.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, well, sit right there. Okay. So, Anywho, work and churn as usual.
Okay.
And doctor for my ankle today. He coming in and was in there for 3 minutes to tell me he don't think nothing wrong.
Okay.
But it's swollen.
That's your ankle
that I broke
like a month ago?
4 years ago.
You went to the doctor today?
Yes. I sprained my ankle 4 years ago and I went to the doctor today. Correct.
Okay. He probably was like, there's nothing here, man.
I gotta get an MRI.
See, that's a waste of dollars. That's a waste of damn dollars.
It is.
She's, Lynn, no,
what?
seriously. Didn't you do that like
4 years ago?
September?
No, I didn't go.
Remember the last time you were like, the
ankle, that was like a month ago.
My ankle. And you just went to the doctor today?
Yeah.
You looking to get out of work for a weekend.
Yep.
I know. Go ahead.
That would be nice. That's
go ahead
all.
with your shaking. Go ahead.
I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say.
That's all.
My head hurt. For real.
Okay. Where's Brother Kemet? Okay. So, as you all know, is it my turn checking?
It is.
So, I've been meditating, trying to be a better person.
All right. Yeah.
I've been falling asleep through my meditation.
Oh,
I don't think I'm supposed to do that, but anyway, I'm learning.
No, I fell asleep on my client today.
There's this meditation called chakra mist. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's getting your chakras in line. So I'm doing it another day and I'm listening to the man with the guided imagery. And he say, in with the positive white, out with the negative black.
Oh,
I
hell.
said, I be that.
Delete.
I said, where Brother Kemet at?
Are you serious?
I said, where Brother Kemet at? They even got the hidden racism in the damn chakra mist. Okay, I'm just saying.
In with the positive white.
Breathe in and think positive white or something like that.
And out with the negative black.
Oh. I was like, no. I'm going to play it. I promise. I'm going to play it when we take a break. Lord. I was like, God damn. Okay. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all I got. But I am trying to be a better person.
Well, good for you.
Okay.
I don't know how much better you can be, but okay.
Why money looking at me like that?
Listen. Real, hey, we got an email.
Okay, time out.
She about to break the damn. Y'all, I wish we was recording this. Like,
we should be on YouTube.
Okay. We got an email. We want to do the email?
No.
Okay.
We're not doing the email. We don't have enough time.
Just to read it. We'll do it later.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Time to move on?
Move on.
All right, guys. It is time for AEN and the news and entertainment. Why, sis?
Because it's what's important to us, and we don't care if it's important to you. Listen anyway. So, sis.
Yes.
Did I tell you that I was told we stole that news music from like BBC or something.
Until they come call it AM.
I know, right? Zach was like, "Are you listening to BBC?" I was like,
Oh, here he go. Here he go.
I know, he's so... Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
How you doing?
Okay, like British broadcasting?
Yeah. He was like, "Are you listening to BBC?" And I was like, "No, that's my
Well, the boss
podcast
is right here. Boss,
music."
can we get in trouble for using somebody else's music?
Fuck you been listening to, Zach? Who cares?
Hey.
Moving on.
So, with that
being said,
Does Zach work for BBC?
no.
no, he works for.
He worked with me
He works at Lynn's place of
at the
business.
place.
Take it up with Lynn's place of employment, Zach.
Well, since you done introduced Boss,
Yes,
what we doing?
we're getting ready to get into our most famous segment of the show, and we're going to introduce Mr. J and Mr. Money and Mr. Money.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing much. Congratulations on episode 50.
Woohoo!
And a year in this game of
Episode
podcasting.
50.
Do some class.
All right.
Boss in the house.
First of all, like,
Okay.
let me just say, I'm honored to be on the show. Jay, is this your first time on the show?
Second, I was on episode 20.
25.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I got a cameo on 25. So,
All right.
Okay,
so just catch up with me, money.
Okay.
What you got to say?
It just took me 50 episodes to get on the show.
Did
No
it
doubt,
take
though.
50
That's
money?
a lot of episodes.
Oh, that made me feel bad.
Hey, Money.
We're regular day.
Don't be
At
salty.
least
I know,
maybe,
right? Shots
Maybe it's
fired.
not escalated to the category of beef quite yet. Because
yet.
I mean, the Defy Life show, we've been inserted in several beefs.
Yes,
Rather. So we've had the Take a Knee for Marvel versus DC beef.
Yes.
I think we're currently embroiled in
It's a little baby beef.
relationship status
Relationship
It's a little baby
status
beef. It's a little baby beef.
right now.
Yeah, it's a little baby beef.
Which may get wrapped up tomorrow. We don't know. Or Sunday.
We'll see.
Within the next 72 hours, possibly.
Wow.
There's a lot of beefs
a lot
going
of
on throughout this network, but I think this one is closed. You're finally
I'm
You're
finally
here.
on here.
You're
I
here.
say,
You're on the best.
the real is back. It's Mr. Real himself.
Okay.
Let's
Yes.
get it.
Is it 2 for Tuesday?
I mean, you know,
It's not
Money.
2 for Tuesday,
How does it
so-
feel, Money, being on like the best damn show to never? I'm just saying.
I've been itching to get on the show.
Ain't nobody
for a
care
while.
about impressions and all that. Ain't nobody care about all that. We just talking about the best show. We ain't about impressions and
Yeah, nobody
downloads
care
and all
about
that. Nobody care about all that.
well. First off, I just want to say, definitely first off, congrats to you two.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm so damn proud of Lynn and Kim. You know,
Not too much, Jay, because that's gonna be our main topic.
Right.
So don't get too much into
right.
it. Okay.
And that's what I was going to say. Like,
Just hold it.
I'll hold off on
Hold
that.
on.
But I just couldn't go this far without saying I'm proud of you two. But this is so damn much to process right now.
It's a lot to process.
It is.
Yo, it's dope. It's so
like-
much talent in one fucking room.
Right.
Yes.
Outside of like the sheer satisfaction that we reached episode 50 on another one of our shows. First of all, it's always like this like parallel universe to me when I'm the asshole who's being like just trying to be silly and do dumb shit, and there's one more professional person in the room than I am, and that's the producer right now who's trying to get us to stay on track.
Oh, did he do this?
It's always a possibility for me to like see myself as being a fuck off when I can do. Did I make a mistake?
Can he say that? Can we
Did
say
I
that?
come on the Lynn and Kim show and
Mama Hall.
make an
But wait.
Can we say that?
But they might be able to get away
right?
with it.
She didn't say that to us,
She said me and you.
and I have the benefit of
But
not
this is
having
our
to be.
show. But this is our show.
But I
she
have
didn't
the,
want to hear it coming from us.
I have
There's
the
no
benefit
but.
of not having to be ladylike.
right.
Doesn't matter. An F-bomb is an F-bomb.
That was an F-bomb, though.
That was a big one.
It was a big
It
F-bomb.
was, but
We
I
don't
was
know.
under the. I'm sorry, Mama. The potato salad was bomb.
It
But
was,
I was under
crazy.
I was under the impression that only falls under the rules of being ladylike. So I thought I had an
too.
exemption.
I thought it was just for me, and she said she didn't want to hear that come from us.
So if I'm a dirty no account, have no good dude, I can say whatever I want to say.
Okay. Right.
That's the impression I got. So
And
if
Mama,
I was
you ain't-
mistaken, I'm sorry, Mama. there is like half a pan of potato salad left in there, so I want some more. So I'm sorry.
Okay,
Absolutely.
we good.
We sorry, Mama.
Okay.
But yeah, so
You ain't know we talk like that.
I
We
ain't
talk
trying
like
to take over the show, but I'm just saying, producer, thank you for being professional, because I've had a few, and I'm trying to be an asshole right now.
Boss, how you gonna come be an asshole on our show?
I can't be boss all the time.
Salud.
Salud.
Salud. Salud.
All right.
Anything else, Money?
Did you just salute with an empty? What did you salute with an empty bottle?
There we go.
Oh wow.
How many is that? How many is that? Sis?
I was like,
just
what
one.
does that sound?
Damn, that's only one?
Yeah, we need to get another.
Money, anything?
About what?
I don't know about anything. Just
Um.
because Jay jumped in when I was
yeah,
talking
Jay-
about, you know.
yeah,
he
you
just
cut
came in and
cut me all
just
off.
cut you
That's
all
what
off.
I do, man.
That's what you
That
do.
is what he does, though. That is what he
Assholeness.
does.
Assholeness.
I'm saying.
Yeah, as Yosh has pointed out to me plenty times on our show, that's what Jay does.
That's what Jay does.
You know, why should I stop character right now?
Just want to give a shout out to
drinking.
our show, to Defy Life Podcast.
All right.
Shouts out to all the shows across the network. Everybody's out there doing their thing. Keep working. Shout out to my other shows, Speak the Truth, Fantasy Beasts, Defy Life Podcast, and our upcoming new show. So keep that on the forefront of your mind.
I only got one question right now,
Yo,
and I'm looking at the producer.
Oh,
We talking about shows right now, right? Mm-hmm. What the fuck is Fantasy Beasts?
ooh, that was a shot at me. Ooh. Actually, it wasn't a shot at me.
Regular,
Regular.
fire.
shots fired. Boom.
I'm
Dang.
sorry, but if y'all
Brother
didn't
Kimmy,
catch
what the
that,
hell's going on?
that was like two shots in one. I took
Yeah.
a shot at Mama and a shot at Money.
Yeah, you did, 'cause you did it
That was
again.
like shots all over the place. So
Well, I'm ducking.
can't be
I'm like
shooting
the
Mama.
Busta Rhymes of shots right now. I was like, hoo ha! I got shots for everybody.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
speaking of shots,
Okay.
bang, bang, bang.
Oh, so now you're taking over my role.
That was great.
I'm just saying.
It really
bang,
was, though.
bang,
It
bang.
really was.
I know
Highly
it was.
professional,
It's what I do.
Boykin.
Well, go
This
ahead.
is what I do.
Well, tell them about it then.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang, gone.
bang.
Bang, bang, gone,
He's
y'all.
gone. Yes, he is.
We done lost John Witherspoon this week. Dang, I never thought I'd see that day.
Do you really care? Do you really care? That
I
much?
do. I like John.
But I mean, why do you care so much? You don't know him. Like, you know, so why do you care so much?
I know his work.
Tell me about his work.
His work is funny.
Give me three of his works.
Friday. Friday 2.
Friday again.
And Friday again. Friday 3.
Boomerang.
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 Yeah.
Dope and Boomerang.
Boomerang house party. Some other. I know about Boomerang. Oh, house party too.
Okay.
House party. Y'all need to turn off that what do you call it? Public enema. Turn off that public enema.
Oh my God.
Public enema.
No, ma'am. No,
That's
ma'am.
what he said.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, we lost John
At 77.
at 77.
And they said he just died.
yeah, that's why I was like, what happened?
He was like up in the morning, and then he was cooking breakfast.
Oh, Lord.
He has like a video on YouTube or something like that morning, and then like 6 hours later he's dead. So and said the family's devastated.
So we still don't know what happened.
Ross says it's a heart attack.
Well, does that not become part of your like daily possibilities when you're 78? That you
does.
could just die.
77? Well, I guess
It does.
Nah, man.
I think life
No.
expectancy for black men is somewhere around that age.
Right.
I mean, we don't want it to be that,
No,
but
we don't want it to be that, but that's what it is.
That was grim.
Yeah.
I know.
No, I'm just saying, like, at some point, like, you have to know that death is a possibility.
But just to drop dead, like out of nowhere.
I mean, any one of us could just drop that.
Hey, man, we don't do that here.
Oh, is that just the dark side of the Defy Life podcast? Like, I'm just saying, like, when I'm 77 and I wake up one morning, I'm like, whew,
Thank you, Lord.
I got through that.
Do you think like that for real, Jay? Do you think like that for real? Like, you know, at 70, like, I may not make it here anymore. I may not make it another day.
Yeah, really. Like,
Seriously?
like when I have like real conversations with my pops, like my pops is 68. And he like celebrates every day because most men in my family don't live past like 55.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, so I'd imagine that as a black man and, you know, like this current society, like when I reach 77, I'm probably like, ooh, it's noon on a Tuesday and I'm 77.
Yeah.
I'm winning.
Yeah, I eat some bacon.
Right. Everything's downhill from here. So
For me, that's sad.
really,
Yeah, like my granddaddy lived in 94 and he was vibrant until the day he died.
He was winning.
Tyrone.
Oh yeah,
Women
Down. Y'all, I caught my granddaddy watching porn. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
no, you didn't.
I heard it through the door because it
What
wasn't
age?
like 100. 80s, 89.
that is
Oh God, are you
fucking
serious?
When- okay.
I
we go-
need that story.
No,
That's
okay,
gross.
Real quick. Okay, so go over to my granddad's house, right? And so I go up to the door. Now he can't hear. Okay, so he got the volume like on 100. So I get to the door and I hear bong dong 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 bong bong ba dong. No, Jay, don't do that.
That tune, like, I've been married for 8 years. I don't get to hear that shit very often.
Okay, hold on.
So
It gets better.
continue.
It gets better. So he's all now. I'm banging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. So now he gets to the door. He's all flustered.
Did he turn TV off?
No, he turned the TV off. But here go the cover on. It was a what do you call it? Not a DVD. The VHS.
Oh Jesus!
Girls who like girls. Here he go.
Granddaddy.
There you go, granddaddy.
Listen. And then so when he went to the hospital, he told Michael, go in my room, look on top of the chest, don't let your mama and Kim go in there. Oh my God.
So what happened when y'all cleaned out the house after he died?
Michael went up there and got the thing. I would have been good. Mama was the one. But I called you. I said, Tyrone, Granddad, down. Get
the granddaddy.
I was like, so I called Mama. Granddaddy was wanting the thing.
What'd she say?
Kim, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, Kim.
So, question.
Yes.
Why don't y'all want to hear that men watch porn? Like, that's like...
Not your daddy.
Your granddaddy.
But your daddy's a dude.
Or granddaddy.
He's 94. No,
No,
hell
man.
But, okay.
Watch it and don't let me hear it. Don't let me hear it.
Without revealing any official identities in the room right now, there are 4 dudes in the room right now.
5. Okay, one.
Right.
Okay.
And if the producer will put down the camera,
Okay.
I want every dude that watches porn on a semi-regular basis to not raise their hand right now.
To not raise their hand.
Right. So all 4 of us. Right. Right. So
On a regular basis?
semi-regular basis. Right.
What is
I have porn dates with myself.
What is regular?
Right. So I said semi-regular. So semi-regular, I mean that it's not every day.
But I would like to say,
There you go.
there's an app on my TV right now.
Oh, wow.
Where's my remote?
I have
Can you not say this in my
porn
microphone?
dates.
No, right.
There is an app that's called CumTube that I frequent.
Preach. Right. All right. I'm like,
Not daily, but semi-daily.
right. And so whether y'all want to accept it or not, it's a part of it's a part of being a dude. It has nothing to do with you.
And
Trust me.
I look forward to my porn dates.
Right. There's been times where like
My porn dates.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
I porn date.
right. Like there's genuinely
I
been
don't invite
times.
nobody.
Right. Tell them about your porn dates, boss.
It's just
Tell them about your porn dates.
I got a porn phone.
Oh my God.
And we've had conversations about this.
Conversations about the porn phone.
Okay, hold on. Wait, okay,
dude.
hold on. Time out. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 ladies in here.
Okay.
How many of us watch porn on a semi-regular basis? Raise your hand.
Saying about y'all though. So
Wait.
Ain't none of us raise our hand.
None of them raise their hands.
Roz, we ought to tell the story about this.
Oh God, there's another story.
Oh.
I'll tell it off. We'll tell it off the air.
hello,
Okay.
Kimberly Cannon. Haven't talked to you in a while.
This is 50.
Yeah, let it go.
This is 50. This is
Roz,
50.
can't do it. What happened? Roz done turned red. Okay,
Okay, I got to know. All right, quick story. Okay.
And Roz always seems so composed on the intro.
True story. Okay, Roz and I got a date night. So we go to the IT store. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
And we get...
I like where this is going.
I got to put my head back on the table.
Sis, I need you right now. Okay, so we're watching porn. Now, I like men and women porn. I don't like women and women porn. I like heterosexual porn. Okay, so we're watching the porn.
That's weird.
That's your hush. So listen. So we're watching the porn, right? So the white woman is giving the black man a blowjob, right? Now the purpose of the porn is to be turning us on.
Sorry, Mama.
Right.
Okay. But anyway,
and Auntie Gloria.
I'm looking through Mama's rules right now, and porn is not addressed.
That's right.
In any of those rules.
I'm not dropping
Until Mama's willing to address those rules of porn, I'm skirting Mama's rules.
We'll
right
hear
now.
it next week.
Okay, so
But the potato salad is
The
good.
salad was good.
That's my obligatory PSA for you, Mama. I love the potato salad.
So we're watching it, and they at the pool, and the white girl is doing the guy and everything. So she's giving him a BJ. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she getting it in, and he's all excited. You're talking about, of course. And so he's all excited. Da 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 da. So then he ejaculates. What? He comes in her mouth. Okay. And then damn. Okay. So then.
I mean, why not?
You guys should see this room.
I mean, but sidebar, why else do it?
Okay. But here's the thing. So me and Roz, we're watching it, right? So the girl, and then he comes in her mouth, and me and Roz both throw up.
What?
Amateurs.
Like, for real, though? Roz said. So then when she threw up, I threw up.
So the funny thing about that is, as I look around the room, like we threw up, and Roz is like, and again, without like revealing identities in here, the four dudes in the room were like, okay, it's Tuesday.
Right. They're like, yeah, right. The guy was like,
What else are supposed to do?
They like, you're right.
Roz said,
right. And we all like, so Monday Night Football comes on Monday.
So the date was over.
Needless to say,
the date was over.
That was ruined.
Wow. No more porn for y'all.
Look, that was the last time, okay? That was the last time.
You're supposed to skip the parts you can't handle.
We didn't know that we couldn't handle it. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Damn. But she was like extra nasty or something. It was.
So one day we will have the opportunity for Defy Life to hire people.
They're like, hey, what?
Right. So we will be able to hire people to like pre-watch these videos for you.
Oh,
and
thank you.
And say,
I may not
be. I thought you were going somewhere completely different.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Okay. Roz would like me to say that she had pimples on her butt and everything else.
Okay. So
that makes it more enjoyable.
This is a different conversation, but I do want to say,
you gotta be counting the pimples on the booty,
right? But like, we all know porn gives us a different perspective of like an alternate reality and like expectations that we can't live up to.
Really?
Right?
I know, right?
So I know like most of the dudes on porn, like if dude got dude got 13 inches, I'm like, yeah, dude, I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm like, yeah, I bow down on this one. But that's like it's 8 people in this room. 8 of us probably got pimples on our ass. At some point in our life. At some point, you ain't never scratched your ass. I'm like, oh, is that a pimple?
I'm talking about tonight.
But I'm saying, any given time, like that could have been her any given time. So
it
like,
was ugly, and they had the white heads on them and all that.
But reality's not always pretty, right?
But I mean, But it's a movie. Aren't you
It's gonna show your butt.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Aren't you supposed to be
Thank you.
made up and
be
stuff?
cute.
And be cute.
So I'm gonna tell y'all the secret for me
Men
and
don't
my
care.
porn. I care about some things.
Okay.
So for me, the secret to my porn, it's weird. It's like I only enjoy porn if I can actually see myself fucking the chick. If I'm not actually attracted to the chick, I don't like the porn. I won't even watch it.
So that's different.
It's not different.
That's different because for me, it's not like if I could actually, I'm not. Man, we're getting a lot deeper than I thought we actually were. I feel like I'm on a porn couch right now.
How did we
Like
go from John Witherspoon?
Right.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
John Witherspoon. To our defense, John Witherspoon has sex at his son's Thanksgiving party in the bathroom
Well, true that. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
with mushroom belts and suspenders on.
Right.
So he left that door wide open.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
So
did.
I will say this: I feel like I'm on a porn couch right now in some psychiatry session.
Oh.
But like money, I would like have a totally dichotomy to that. I'm more turned on by the shit that may not possibly happen.
Oh, interesting.
Right?
Okay.
I'm not turned on by the stuff that I know I can get. Like the chick that's walking down the street that like flirts with me today, that I'm like, I can hit that. That don't turn me on because I know it could happen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the stuff that's like taboo and like, I'm like, oh.
So you want like Halle Berry in a porn?
I can fuck Halle Berry.
Oh, you can get Halle Berry? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay.
Like you saying, yeah, like Halle Berry, please.
Okay. Well, look.
Right. we may not make it past the entertainment. We ain't gonna make it past John Witherspoon at this point. And Money, I love you for the fact that we can come on this show and just totally take over talking about porn.
Okay. That was crazy.
Can we get Lynn and Kim show back?
Okay. Yes. We're gonna
sorry,
we're gonna take a break.
Bad.
We're gonna pump the brakes,
Right.
and we're gonna move on with AEN
In the news and entertainment.
Where
And Mama and Auntie Gloria and
Listen.
anybody else,
No,
we didn't have nothing to do with that.
Lynn, we gonna tell them that we didn't record this week. We just gonna lie. We didn't record this week.
Be like, Mom, nah, we ain't got no episode.
And the equipment wasn't working. Okay, so
Jesus.
God, well, that went all the way to the left. Yes,
Is your mama gonna give me a whooping?
She might.
Jay, when she sees, she probably is. I'm
But
telling you.
potato salad was good.
Moving on, because the producer is like,
If y'all don't come
if
on.
y'all don't come on here. Okay, so
So,
Russell Wilson. Yesterday was Halloween.
Yes.
Who does Halloween? Anybody in here?
Lots of people do Halloween, just
I
not.
know they was like,
Not us.
Just not us. But
I mean, we took the churn
why do you do
to
Halloween?
like 5 houses.
Why you do Halloween?
Because they asked. Oh, yeah, because they asked.
What you said? What?
The house that we went to, which is Amir's soccer coach,
Okay.
they had a whole like a haunted
At their
house,
house.
looking. Yeah, like
Okay.
everything was out on the front lawn, and they had lights like you do for Christmas. Except they had skeletons and spiders that jump at you, and dead people, and they sitting out on the thing with a bucket this big. And tell the kids to come and just grab 2 pieces.
All right, Yosh, maybe you can
Of
back me up
candy.
on this. It was Amir's soccer coach.
Right.
If it was Amir's basketball coach, or football coach, maybe they wouldn't be that much in the side in Halloween. So,
Yes. Well, we do have to say the people of the browner hue
Right.
do not really do a whole lot of Halloween
yeah, we're not
stuff.
really.
We're not Halloweeners.
We're
If
very.
it were me, if we had enough time, I would get Brother Kimmett up here to tell us the history behind Halloween
can't wait for that.
and why we shouldn't be celebrating it.
and
we typically don't.
we're
We
not.
typically
Yeah, we only.
Now he off
Carol,
on a
I think you know
tangent.
everything.
He off in the corner of the room on a tangent all by himself talking about Halloween.
Talking to
Look at
himself. Well,
But I mean, we're not Halloween.
but now,
But
are you
the
doing
kids,
it? Are you doing it because it's you in the Matrix? Like who? Why are you doing?
No.
Why are you celebrating Halloween?
Literally, we only took the kids because
But
they
why?
asked.
But why?
'Cause
Why did
they
the kids?
asked.
Why did the kids ask?
They didn't learn it from us.
Well, who did they learn it from?
I have no.
So y'all
clue.
letting y'all boys learn
Must
from
be
other
school.
people?
No, it was candy.
Huh?
Meyer is totally motivated by candy.
Candy.
Yeah, I think
Candy.
Well, so is Edison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
It's the
is
candy.
90% sugar, and
Right.
which is
what we're
10 times more addictive than cocaine, and
Okay.
100
Right.
times
Okay.
more addictive than heroin. Right.
Okay.
So
Well, you know.
that's a different conversation.
When,
but I
and
digress.
we did not we didn't start Halloween until
sweet and
they
tasty.
asked, which was last year.
You're the parent. You tell them hell no.
What? Well,
Yeah, you could have just said hell no.
You just say no. We're not going to do that
just
because
said
as
hell
black
no.
folk in 1901, let me tell you what happened to the black people.
help. You the other parent.
But anyway, okay.
Okay, well, whatever. I gave in last year. I bought some costumes and did whatever.
Promise
and
me
they
you
wore
want
the same costumes this year.
In your defense, your kids are very young.
Thank you, money.
And they're
Money,
cute as
appreciate
they're
money.
cute as
What
hell.
does you
So-
have to
And
do
they
with
cute
it?
as hell.
What does
exactly.
you
No,
have
they're
to do
super
with it?
cute. They're super cute.
Because you can't explain this to them at this age.
Does Meyer think there's a Santa Claus?
He does.
Why?
Here we go.
Because somebody told him.
Anyway, so Russell and Sierra.
I would agree with kids believing in Santa Claus.
You said you agree with them. Okay, I don't.
We'll tell them the truth later.
Why lie in the beginning?
When's
Well,
later?
no, it's not. I don't think it's about the lie.
Is it not a lie?
It's not about the lie.
Is it not a lie?
Just
Who bought the gifts?
well, let me say this. I don't think it's about the lie. It's about a child's creativity and their imagination, allowing to open up that avenue of creativity. As a teacher, I like to open up my child's mind as far as
Of a white Santa Claus?
of possibilities of things that could happen,
Okay.
which can spark his creativity. Now, he does get gifts. He might get a gift from Santa, but he understands that mom and daddy bought half of this shit. The majority of this shit was bought. And to be honest, I think children, as they get older, they know. And so at this age, you don't want to kill. At this age, for me,
Please. Okay.
for I'm just saying, for me.
Okay.
I mean,
I got you.
for me, I don't want to. I think that a lot of times we get caught up in our own belief system and everything that we believe or whatever, and we want to impart on our kids. And I think that. Well, I'm not making him believe in. I'm not making him believe in anything. I'm not reinforcing anything. What I'm doing is, yes, we did.
Actually, no, we don't.
Well,
Don't put on there that those gifts are from Santa.
well, I would say this: if he believes in that, I'm gonna encourage his imagination. Because to me, it's the creativity side of it that's him doing whatever. And just like to me, I equate it to whatever it is that he wants to play as a sport. Because I'm a basketball coach, I could impart on him and say, hey, I want you to play basketball. This is what I want you to do. You know what I'm saying?
And he'll do it.
And
he'll do it.
And he'll do it because that's what he wants me to do. Because that's what he wants to please me to the point where he'll do that. But he likes playing soccer. He loves playing it. I'm okay with right now, as we stand, as a 6-year-old, I don't think I should impart on him that particular mindset of an adult. And I don't think I'm lying to him. I'm just allowing him to be a kid.
So at what point do you say to him, nigga, soccer players don't make no money?
Well,
Yeah, play basketball.
I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest. I never will say that. I will never say that to him. With any of my kids. My daughter wants to go to Juilliard.
Right.
I don't believe that as far as pay is concerned, that she's going to make a lot of money as a dancer starting out or whatever. Her career is going to be whatever. Because there's not a lot of money in dancing early on, going through this and going through that. But her dream is to do that. So it's my job as her parent to cultivate that.
But that's
No. But
different. Yes,
I'm just saying,
different.
no matter what it is my kids believe, as far as a child is concerned, I'm going to
Okay.
support that. It's just me in a sense.
Right, but I think like what
not
this
to the-
boils down to is our exhaustion level as parents, right?
Yeah.
Like for my first kid, it was like Yeah, let him believe in Santa. Like, let's go through all the stuff that it takes for us to seem like good parents. But by the time the second kid comes along, you're just like, look, nigga, Santa don't exist.
Right. But listen, we don't
Like,
do it to the
man,
point
mommy
where
and daddy bought this shit.
yeah,
Exactly.
we don't do it to
And
the
we late
point
on the rent because of
where
yours.
right. We don't do it to the point where the kids are like writing letters to Santa and shit like that. Edison is 4. We got the little Best Buy book in the mail, and he went in the book and he was like, yeah, mommy, this is what I want for Christmas. And he's telling me because I think deep down he knows it's me. It's not Santa Claus.
Right.
And we don't, they get it from out here. It comes from out here. Yeah. We have never, ever taken them to sit on Santa Claus's lap.
That's right.
Never.
Right.
We have never done that.
Right.
Never wanted to. They haven't even asked to do that.
And I think we are at times too afraid to just tell them. Like,
and I'm not afraid to tell. Hell, my mama told me when I was 11 and she thought she was telling me something. Yeah. I already knew. I'm like, Mom, I know your handwriting.
Exactly. And I think at times we're afraid that, and this is not just about Santa, so this is a bigger conversation. Right. And
it's definitely a bigger conversation.
We are afraid to have conversations with people we supply lives for.
Mm-hmm. That was my point. That's my point.
So, like these 4-year-olds, in my case, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, that if it weren't for us, they wouldn't even have existence. Mm-hmm. We're afraid to have conversations with them that would, and again, like if we don't tell them this and we let them believe there's a Santa or Easter Bunny or whatever, or Jesus, or
I'm just saying.
You know, like if we are afraid to have conversations with them that would like benefit them in the long run, we got to live with that. Mm-hmm. But if we are willing to have those conversations, again, I have I know as a 22-year-old kid who I know who just got killed, getting off of work, walking back to his car at 1:00 in the morning.
Wow.
Because he was involved in gang activity because his mom wouldn't acknowledge the gang flag she saw in his room day after day after day because she was afraid to have those conversations with him. Because she didn't think it was a big enough deal to have those conversations, and she was afraid to go into that confrontation with her child. So I think this kind of leads in and bleeds into the ability for us to have real conversations with our kids.
Right.
And we laugh and we joke, but I'm drunk right now.
Okay.
You're making 100% sense though.
Yeah, but it all bleeds into these abilities to have the real conversations with our children. When I say us, I mean black people
yes.
who tend to say my child is having a hard enough time in their regular life, so I'm gonna save them this real conversation with me because I want them to be able to feel safe with me. At some point, we have to be able to say, look, man, this is the reality. And there is no Santa Claus.
Right.
I don't care if I know you've been faking me out for the last 3 years. Right. And, you want me to feel safe. I want you to feel safe.
Right.
Or if I go in your room and I see red flags in your room every day, but I don't want to have these real conversations with you. At some point, we got to be willing to say, look, man, this is the reality. We got to have this real conversation regardless of how uncomfortable it is and regardless of how people are going to look at us and say, you crazy for not letting your kid believe. Man, if you want your kid to believe in Santa Claus, we all want our kids to have this imagination and to want to be able to explore. But at some point, we got to just cut the cord and say, look, man, it's time to live. And it's time to be real about this. And you 12. It's time to be a fucking man. Like,
you about to get a job,
right?
Okay.
So, at some point, we just got to move on.
Okay, Brother Kemet would like to, Tyrone, would like to
chime in.
Hey, congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
For your 50th episode. But here's the bigger picture. If you guys ever listen to Jane Elliott, and she's explained that if you live in America, you have been taught white supremacy. And the reason why the Santa Claus thing is completely different from any other thing that you're dealing with or that you're trying to stretch your kids' imagination is because the Santa Claus concept is reinforcing white supremacy. We are the biggest supporter of white supremacy. We actually exert just as much white supremacy as the actual white supremacy do, because they have programmed us to carry this virus that they created. They have programmed us to carry it on, and we infect our kids, we infect our offspring, we infect our friends with some of the same stuff. Because whenever you get your child to believe that some imaginary big, fat, nasty white man done something for them, you're doing the same thing that the church has done by this picture that was created and painted by a human of somebody that they never met. There was never a bus. There was never any empirical evidence of an existence of this person that they can go back to make this image. But there's this image floating around, and it's been given to you as this blonde-haired, blue-eyed motherfucker. White man, okay.
Now here's my response to that.
I'm not finished.
Okay, go ahead. Let you finish.
But what I'm saying is that these are programs. These are viruses. We have been uploading these programs. We're uploading them to our kids. We have to stop it, because now information flows freely. There was one time where information was stagnated. Information was suppressed and oppressed. Today, information is floating around freely. One of the things I always talk about is the new illiterate in this new era are the people that's not willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn. We're going to have to reprogram. We're going to have to reset. That means the parents are going to have to reprogram, because if you want to stretch your kids' imagination, tell them to go back and understand the history of who they are and what they are. That would take their imagination forward more than anything else on this earth. And it's not about, I'm not saying anything directly that any certain people, I'm just saying as black people, we're going to have to start making some changes. We're going to have to deal with some real truths, because the truth is there. But we always talk about, we want to hear the truth, and especially religious people always talk about truth. But when they come knocking on the door, they turn it back. They shut the door on it.
Let me, in a response to that, me personally, I was born a Muslim, born into the Muslim faith. And left the Muslim faith at the age of 7 or 8 when my dad and mom broke up. Became Baptist. If there's a religion, I damn near tried it. I damn near did it. I was married to a Jehovah's. I was married to a Jehovah's Witness. I don't know if anybody in here knows what Anglican is. Anglican is the island's version of Catholic. I was Anglican when I lived in Trinidad. They changed my name completely from Yusuf to Stephen.
Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
I'm just saying, my grandmother on my mom's side, who doesn't talk to my mom because my mom became Muslim, and
is that Stephen with a PH or a B?
Stephen with a PH.
Okay.
Stephen with a PH.
Sure.
Super. And my brother's name was changed from Abdul Kader to David.
Oh wow.
And my grandmother, who does not talk to my mom since my mom had become a Muslim, she refused to call us by our Muslim names, our given names, and only called us by Stephen and David. I've been through, as far as that stuff is concerned, that's enough for me. I don't want to impart on my children the things that were imparted on me as far as what I was told to do. Like I was told, I spoke Swahili. I had to do this. I had to do that. My grandmother was like, hey, look, you're not here, so you got to go to the Catholic church. And I didn't believe in none of that. And then when I came down here to the South, I went to an AME church, and then I went here and I went here and I went there. And I'm just saying, like, everybody was telling me I went to the Jehovah's church because my ex-wife.
That's not a church.
It's called the meeting. It's called the Kingdom Hall. I went to the Kingdom Hall and went to the meetings.
Did you play for the Clippers or something?
No. Get it right. I'm just saying, like, when like when
you made of all this.
It's just for me. I've been a product of being told what you're gonna do, and I can't impart that on my kids. And so, if my kids now, yes, my 15-year-old, she does not believe at all Kayla does not believe in Santa Claus at all. She knows daddy or mommy bought this. And she actually had a conversation with me a long time ago. Man, she must have been 7. And I'm pretty certain my son Amir is really intelligent. And I'm pretty certain that soon he will have that same thing. But we're fighting. And to your point, we are fighting what is programmed in their head in school, because it is not what is done at home. But what, as parents, it's tough to do is it's tough to fight that's happening at school when 75% of your child's time is spent there. And this is no longer the Lynn and Kim show, apparently.
Listen, we like, look here, we just gonna record tomorrow because this ain't even got nothing to do with our show.
No,
this is the Defy Life conglomerate show.
Well, let's do this.
Yes, because I'm like,
Well,
we
let's
done
do
went
this.
from Sierra and John Witherspoon.
Let's do this.
Sorry, Russell Wilson.
I will go ahead. Let's do this.
Screw you, Russell Wilson.
Let's do this. Hey,
I love you, Mama.
here's what we'll do.
Potato salad was great.
We'll cut the last however long out of it.
This is great. This is great.
We'll cut the however long out of this.
This is real.
This is going to be a separate show on Defy Life.
Yeah.
Let's make it a separate show because you know what I'm saying. Because how we gonna go back to this right here after this right here? Keep going with this. Let's just keep going with this.
Well, the deal for me is, especially working in the education system, it is you see what you're talking about, Tyrone. You see, like I'm not discounting what you say because I see it every single day. We're now doing To Kill a Mockingbird in my class, and it's about, and it is a powerful book.
Yes, it is.
About a man who is, and if you've never read it with your kid, go ahead and read it. And especially if you have a brown child, as my son likes to call it, go ahead and do so. Because I have 50-50 in my class, and we played A Time to Kill as the lead-in to Kill a Mockingbird. And yeah, now, mind you, I got approval from my principal, who is the first black principal in the history of my high school.
Okay.
Now, last year I got approval, and a parent of the other persuasion went on Facebook and killed me, killed the principal, killed the administration, killed the district for me putting her daughter in an uncomfortable position.
Wow.
Because I was showing white people in a negative light.
Oh, wow.
No, you were not. You were showing people in their truth.
In their truth. That's
And
right.
and
You were
that
showing
was the
people
thing.
in their truth and their ancestors' truth, which they're uncomfortable with. That's a them issue. That's not an us issue. But
Yeah, and so as we go on, the kids today, I said, because of what happened last year, I told the kids, hey, look, some of this is adult. Some of this you might not be able to deal with. If you have an issue, let me know. I'll put you in another class. And she said, and no, each kid was glued. And even the kids of the other persuasion, they were like, that's messed up. Like, they was like, yo, I would have done that too. Like, they were into it. And it just goes to show that there are, to me, people out there who raise their children of the other persuasion properly, because these kids, like one of the girls, young ladies, was upset. She was like, man, coach, I can't watch this because it made me want to go out and stab somebody of my own kind. And I was like, hold on. I said, no, we don't want you to do all that. But my thing is, so as we go back to it, like, my thing is, I think as your child is growing, I don't want to be what was done to me in a sense of being forced to hate this and that and this and force my beliefs on my child. I want them to organically come to it, because they will. If I'm living my life in a particular way, my child will organically come to, Santa ain't real. And I honestly believe Meyer, I believe he believes he's not real.
One thing about when you say you don't want to put your beliefs, you're not that we don't only. I'm only talking about the Santa thing.
Yeah. I'm with you.
That's not a belief. We talk. You're dealing with a fact.
No, and I understand it's a fact. The Easter Bunny, goddamn,
Other things don't
everything
exist
else.
and the other things don't exist. It's just a fact. talk to them straight. I mean, that's different than some of the other stuff.
Yeah, and I think that it's hard to toe the line because
being a parent, because we ain't got no rules.
Yeah, because it's no like, and for me, and I know for a lot of parents out there, for me, like. A rule book. Shoot, I didn't see a positive example of a father. Like I didn't see, like if I could get my daddy to not be high enough on any given day to teach me how to be a father.
That's right. Okay,
Right.
that's
You know what I'm saying? Like so now I'm in here. Not only is there not a rule book,
That's right.
but I didn't have an example of
have a
any.
template
I
of what
didn't even have a template of what to possibly use.
There you go.
And the only thing that I have to go by is the way love was showed to me. Love was showed to me by you got a roof over your head, and there's food in your stomach.
Right.
That's a type of love, though.
Yeah, and now mind you, that is a type of love.
And that's
But
how
I'm just
most
saying,
of our fathers showed us love.
No, that wasn't my dad. That was my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, my dad. There was times I passed my dad on the street. He was too high to say hello.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not even a matter of so what I'm doing. Like people have called me a good father, and I'm doing this shit on the fly. Like I'm like as shit happens, I'm like okay, I know.
But most of the time, we share with our kids what we know.
Right. But that's what I think. Like, again, this is Lynn and Kim show, so to show them all.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is the Defy Life show. This is the Defy Life show.
So, when like. One of the topics they had online for us to discuss was D.L. Hughley being taken off of syndication in Colombia.
In Colombia, that's right.
Because he was speaking the truth.
Yes.
But what you just said falls right in line with that, Yosh, is when we do become we can get past all the passing your father on the street, and we can become enlightened enough to know that I know better and I can do better. And when we start speaking the truth, they don't even want us to speak that truth.
No. That's correct.
Because and when that truth starts being uncovered, and they have to like deal with the uncomfort of their own truth, that's when we're told to shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Shut the front door.
Shut
the front door.
Mama, I'm sorry. I got my own show.
Shut up and dribble. Jay,
we're told to
shut up and dribble.
Right. We're told to shut up and dribble. We're told
don't kneel.
Right. Meanwhile,
or just
and you can look at
just do it.
Right.
Yeah. Just
we're told to stay in your lane.
That's right.
Meanwhile, and when we're told stay in, we all know what we're talking about when they're athletes being told to just shut up and provide us entertainment.
Yeah. Shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble.
But we've been indoctrinated in the belief, and white society has been indoctrinated in the belief that they can indulge in all of our eccentric, all of our good things, whether it's entertainment or food or music.
They immerse themselves in our
right.
culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
they want our rhythm, but they don't want our blues.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
That's
right. Exactly.
I better not say a name, but you can't hear any commercial.
Absolutely. And I have this conversation with my wife all the time. She's Puerto Rican. Even the Latino community has gotten to that point where they want to benefit off everything that black folks have bled and sweated and died for. But when it comes to actually taking on that burden, they don't want to take that on. They want our rhythms, but they don't want our blues.
That's right.
Right?
Because it's real. This is real.
Right. And we don't want it either.
Our skin color is real.
But how dare we speak on that truth?
Absolutely.
And so when it comes to somebody like D.L. Hughley, who we've seen grown from a comedian to an activist and a leader and a spokesman for our truth,
that's right.
He gets shut down. And he gets cut off of communities.
That's right.
He gets cut off the airways because how dare he speak that truth?
That's right.
Right? And so when we get in these positions where we're able to, they want to limit our power enough where we're powerful enough to say, hey, I have a voice. But when that voice starts making change, oh, hell no, nigga, you got to shut the fuck up.
When it gets too loud. That's right. When it gets too loud.
And when it starts like indoctrinating change amongst people.
Exactly, because when you're able to change that paradigm shift of a whole community.
Absolutely.
Especially when you start
Right.
resonating and people realize that, hold on, we got a lot more in common than not in common.
Yep.
And so people will start to gravitate, and they can't afford that. They can't afford the unity to start to build.
Absolutely. So they don't mind us when we in a basement all alone, seeming like the crazy person who's speaking to the wall.
There you go.
But when they realize people are actually listening to you,
Yes.
and people are actually making change, and you're causing change amongst this people, amongst a group of people who like, they just like, no, okay, now that's too far.
Yes.
So somebody like DL or somebody, whether you look at it as somebody on that level or whether you look at somebody like Yosh, who was like,
who just spoke his truth.
Right, who just spoke his truth.
People are definitely going
Right.
They're going to feel that.
They gonna feel that. And when they start saying, oh, well, now it's brothers like Tyrone and Yosh and Jay who are like, Santa Claus is not worthy of our bow down.
Don't waste your time, waste your energy.
Right. Like, these people are actually conscious of the fact that these Jedi mind tricks ain't working anymore.
Right.
Right? And so when there are people actually listening, that's when they start to put a plug on you.
Right.
And
I like watch your back.
Well, they can't put a plug on us.
Okay.
But again, this is the beauty of it, as we've been saying all weekend. The beauty of it is we own this shit.
That's right.
Right?
Okay.
We can talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
That's right.
And if somebody wants to pull the plug on us, if they cut the power off on us right now, we can come back tomorrow and arrange the schedule how we want to arrange it. Right? But that's the beauty in black economics. Yeah. And that's the beauty in ownership.
Right.
And that's the beauty in power. And that's the beauty in entrepreneurship. Right. That's the beauty in...
That's how they roll.
In creativity.
They do what they want to do,
right.
How they want to do it, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Right. And to piggyback on that, if you don't mind, I need everybody to please take a look at The Breakfast Club with Byron Allen.
Right.
It's one of the biggest cases of our time, one of the biggest civil rights cases that got turned into a civil rights case. But just to talk about what you were saying, Byron Allen said he had a conversation with Coretta Scott King. And he said that she told him they didn't kill my Martin because of his civil rights. She said they killed my Martin when he started speaking on economics.
Damn right.
She said that's when they decided that, we got to shut him up because, see, Malcolm had a following.
Did it was the other American.
Right. And just really quick, I want everybody hearing this right now is when you hear some white person speak up and say, "Hey, what would Martin Luther King think? He died for you to have this opportunity." Please remind them that no, y'all motherfuckers killed him for this opportunity.
Right. And she also sued the federal government for his death, and she won. And she found out that the United States military was the ones who actually pulled the trigger and shot her husband and killed him, and it was proven in court.
Right.
They're not ready.
But she was just making the statement that she told Byron Allen that when the move that he's making, please watch that interview on the Breakfast Club because what he's laying out is one of the most important civil rights cases in the history for not just black people but all minorities because it will have an effect on anybody that has melanin.
Right.
You understand? It would affect economically. It would affect. And we already got enough economic problems.
Right, especially our children.
And he didn't make this case what it is. He went out to this case in a different way, and then because he didn't shut up and sit down and stay in his place because he has the money to fight. Because a lot of times when you try to bring litigation against big corporations, they'll tie you up in litigations to break you. But Byron Allen got some money flowing, and he's able to keep it going. And then they have taken it all the way to the Supreme Court.
Absolutely.
Even though they lost in lower courts, they took it all the way to the Supreme Court. So please, November 13th, please listen to The Breakfast Club. I think the show came on yesterday. Please listen to The Breakfast Club.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to say this. When you got all this knowledge and all this power and all this energy with all this beautiful black love in here, it just kind of goes where it go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let's just
rap session.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well,
in other news,
So Lynn got uncomfortable.
Right, Lynn
was
got uncomfortable. I just want to get one big question out of the room before Lynn takes back over her show. So it's gonna be a show. What the fuck is Pooh? But go ahead.
That seems to always be a question.
Right.
Never thought I'd hear it on my show. All right, guys.
It bleeds through the network.
Since y'all got all this news that we didn't expect, it's not on
Black
the paper.
power. Black power.
Black power is not on the paper.
Black power.
Now we got to go to a commercial.
You ain't see the fist on your show on your show sheet.
I didn't.
No, there's a big black fist.
We'll be right back.
Yo, the summertime is winding down, so it's time to go ahead and get that fall wardrobe together. Check out the new fall line from Defy Life Gear. It's got all new designs, jackets, socks, and you gotta check out the brand new alternate logo. We also got sweatshirts for all the podcast gear you love so much. So go ahead and visit www.defylifegear.com. That's www.defylifegear.com to get your gear today. And remember, Defy Life, lifestyle defiant. It's defylifegear.com.
Guess it's up to y'all right now. Are y'all gonna do a separate show?
Okay, well, guys, listen. I mean, it is what it is. Y'all know we keep it 100 on anything, everything, and nothing. Woo!
That was 100.
I'm overwhelmed right
That
now.
was 100 topics.
That was. We went from John Witherspoon and Sierra to porn.
You didn't even get to say shout out
Damn,
to
we
John
did talk
Witherspoon.
about porn on your show.
did talk
didn't we?
about
Russell and Sierra did what now?
They dressed like my wife and my husband.
Lord, Lord.
Okay, I'm just saying. Russell could have stayed home. Sierra did a good job. Okay.
Okay.
We gonna.
That's why David Chappelle said that's why they don't like the buys. The L and the G's don't like the Y's. They like the B's, so they're greedy as hell. You
Right.
want to be you want them like the husband and the wife.
Lynn and I.
My cup empty.
I don't know how the hell we went all the way to the
don't
Denver
matter.
Broncos and we back.
It don't matter.
We brought us back. You brought us
Ghost
back.
is
Okay.
that guy.
Okay.
My boyfriend.
What's your baby daddy name?
Ghost.
No, the real name. Lamari.
Omar.
No, Hardrick.
Omar
something.
Shivers?
Oh, Omari Hardrick.
Omari Hardrick.
Omari Hardrick.
Oh, you watched
Yeah.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is this.
Ghost?
Yeah.
I thought his name was.
Ghost. His name is Omari Hardrick.
Oh,
yeah.
how the hell Money host a show about power? And I know the dude's name.
Okay.
I
Right.
ain't never seen 1 millisecond of power.
And
This
that's
is what we
something's
wanna
wrong
say.
with you about
Okay.
that.
I'm
But anyway.
sparred.
Okay, getting back on task. Okay. Lynn and I love good acting.
Yes.
Okay. When Ghost snatched Tasha ass up,
Yes.
in the kitchen,
Hallelujah.
that was some of the best acting. That was on some Denzel level stuff.
Great.
Did you see
That
that
was great
face?
scene.
Those eyes.
I did.
Oh, do you watch Power? Okay, you got to watch. I don't want to tell.
No, just tell him.
That's the first time I've ever heard that answer. I've never heard somebody say sometimes.
Sometimes.
I watch power.
Either you do or you don't. But no,
Listen.
as far as an Emmy, he was completely in.
Oh yeah, he was in
He
that
was
role.
zoned in.
He was in that mode.
That was. He scared me.
That
I
look
felt like
in
I
his
was Tasha.
eyes. Yes.
I felt like I was
watching.
Tasha. Yeah.
I thought he might kill her for real.
Yes.
Right.
That was some good acting. And then when he snapped out of it,
Yeah.
he needs an Emmy for
Shook
that.
it
I'm
off.
just saying.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did.
Them
The hands
bangs
down.
was popping in her
Yes,
neck.
sir. Yes,
His
sir.
neck
Yes,
and-
sir.
You guys
Ooh,
ever
child.
seen? You guys ever seen you guys ever been on set? Of like a video or movie shoot? Okay, so my baby brother, little cousin, is a rapper. So he has a song, and he did a video shoot for it. And in the scene, is a couple fighting. And so I've actually seen the like they be choking and hitting each other for real.
Oh.
wow.
So in the scene of his video, he's cheating on his wife or whatever, and she catches him, and so they're having a fight in the kitchen, and it's kind of played out just a lot like that. And so the actor had his hands around the girl's neck. She's a light skinned girl. She was turning red, and she was like hitting his arms down to get her off, but and so he would cut, and then they would stop, and then she was like, "Boy, you choking the shit out of me." but like, I never realized that they do this for real.
Wow.
Like, so
Okay.
they like that.
Yeah.
He was probably actually really choking her. Just in my experience and watching, like,
Yeah.
kind of behind the scenes how they film all
And
that.
he was really in it. If his veins were popping out, he was really feeling it.
No.
She caught him for real.
No, this was a this was a song, and they was doing a music video about the song, and so they were acting it out.
I think that was a dig. That was a dig. Okay.
Regular degular was that?
That was a shot.
Shots fired.
Okay. So yeah, but he did that.
That was good.
He did that.
That was good. Okay.
I wouldn't mind him choke me like that.
Oh, what?
Oh wow.
You gonna sit up with the man right there? You want him to choke you?
It's gonna happen for real?
Look,
no.
Listen.
Look, Shakita be all the way out of control with it.
I believe it.
It's all good.
Yes.
Did you ever think I would have Jay-Z? Anything's possible. Okay. I'm defying life, baby.
Oh. Call the people. Call the people. Call the people. Put it in the rubber room.
Let me bounce off the side.
Call the people. Call the people. Call the people with the jackets. Oh Lord. Okay.
Pause. Did Jay-Z not weak his eye at me and you at the concert? Okay, never mind. All right then.
Right. I take that as a no.
As will I.
That's two blue moons later, okay?
We don't take that as a no.
She don't remember. She don't remember.
Ross is like, who the hell is Jay-Z? Y'all talking about Russell Wilson?
I remember him waving. He wasn't waving at us. He was waving with that little child.
Oh,
That's that dude that dressed up like Russell Wilson.
And then he said, turn back and he said,
Oh Lord. Shame.
I need.
Rob really just like Jay-Z. That's that boy that dressed up like Russell Wilson for Halloween.
How you gonna tell me I can't say that I want the man to choke me, and you got a whole husband and wife in the same room with
I'm bad
your
like that.
person?
Because I'm bad like that.
Whatever.
Because I'm bad like that.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Lynn, I would say that's light skin privilege, but
But yeah, don't fit.
My daddy was a house nigga.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I don't know. Okay.
Speaking of house niggas,
that's what I always give you, regular Scott.
speaking of house niggas, let's talk about the white lady.
Shout out to regular Scott.
Regular degular.
Let's talk about the white lady who got out of jail too soon.
Okay. Okay.
It's a little more than light skin.
This will only take 2.5 minutes. So first of all, she only got 14 days.
First of all,
and then she got that damn Felicity Huffman. We talking about
Felicity Huffman.
Then she goes and gets that sentence reduced.
How you get 14 days reduced?
14 days reduced. Anyway, moving on.
To what?
Did they give her a hug?
7 days?
I bet them.
WP.
I bet them 14
WP.
days was.
WP.
How many days she actually do? 6?
6 or 7.
It was a hard 6 days.
There
was a hard 6 days.
I bet
She was probably chilling. Probably read like 3 books.
Eating lobsters and shit.
Probably.
I think so.
Watching TV.
What's the over under? I want to know how many days you think it took her to convert to Islam.
The Aryan Brotherhood.
She ain't done yet.
You think she got converted to the Aryan Brotherhood?
Trying to be serious on that shit.
No, she got converted to my side.
Oh yeah, she might have come over there.
And that was my next question.
6 days.
How many girlfriends you think she got?
She left there with 4.
So,
Lord, can I say about shit? I got so many stories. I'll go. Chantel said the lady said, "Come here, baby. I'm gonna take care of you." When Chantel went to jail.
Right. So again, confession. I've done 30 days before.
Oh,
right.
How'd that go?
Right.
Okay.
By day 18,
you was good.
I had a Bible.
You was
And I was actually in a huddle of dudes like quoting Bible verses.
Oh,
right?
get it?
And if any of y'all you know me, that's the furthest away from my reality as you can get. Right? But that 18th day did something to me, man. Not the 17th. The 18th day was like, shit, I need to talk to Jesus.
And on the 18th day,
right?
He rose again.
Right? And it was a dude named Roderick who I was actually looking up at, like, Roderick, tell me more about you.
You call him a deep dude.
Wow.
You a deep dude.
Roderick told me a whole lot about Jesus. So I'm wondering, this chick has 6 days. I wonder if it was like on the 4th day where she was like, Bethany, please tell me more about Jesus. Like, what was her breaking point? I had a breaking point.
When she heard that no slam, bam.
And at that point, I knew. On that 18th day, I knew that on day 29, I was going home. So I had a vision of where I had to go. Like, I could have just been in there, like, slapping niggas and doing all kind of shit until day 29. But on that 18th day, I was like, I need Jesus.
Right.
On her 6th day, she didn't have no idea, what was going on.
Right.
I wonder at one point she looked at, like, Bethany or Rashida. Like, at some point, she looked at somebody and been like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Damn, mama.
This is not my reality.
Right.
That helpful.
Hey, because one of them days.
What point did she get cornrows? Exactly.
Right.
Like,
One of them days is a long time, brother.
What point did she actually learn how to make a jailhouse recipe dinner?
Did she make a shank? Did she get a
And
shank?
some hooch.
Right.
What day did she learn how to make hooch?
Toilet wine.
Right. Like, yeah. I know dudes that's free and still making that shit.
Oh my God.
Like, dude, you could go to Publix, but you still choosing to make this shit. Like, I want to know, like, what was her breaking? Like, I had a break. Day 18 was serious for me.
Well, she probably was in a room
And
by herself.
my now wife was pregnant at that
Eating
point.
lobster
Day 18
and watching
was
TV.
serious.
Oh my God.
Right? So I want to know what, like, Felicity Huffman was like.
Calling room
What's
service.
her husband's name?
And legs,
Dude with
feet
the big
up.
mustache.
Yeah.
What's the guy? What's her husband's
Oh,
name?
Dude that look like
Macy.
the neighbor from the center.
William Macy.
Rich white dude.
I want to know what day he called and she was like, Bill, I can't take this shit anymore.
Day one.
Day one.
Like, what
And
was
that's
her-
with the lobster and the TV.
Right.
And room service.
And now
was
she got
fine.
a second. Like, and what's the chick from Full House?
Oh, Lori Loughlin.
Lori Loughlin got a second case now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Lori Loughlin says she interviewed.
Oh, she about to go to jail?
Oh yeah,
I don't know
she.
about that.
They're gonna make an example out of
Lori
her.
Loughlin's still Lori Loughlin.
No, okay. But and you know who her husband is, right?
Yeah.
For the protection, you're not
No.
doing it.
You know who the husband is. The husband got money.
Right about that.
And he got a funny European name. So he should really make it.
Maismo? How you say it?
Some shit that niggas buy when they get money.
Okay.
That's what his
A
last
Maserati.
name is.
That's the dude. He
got
sell the
some shit
clothes
that
that's
niggas
in
buy when they
Target.
get money. When we get money and
The
we
line
get
that's
shit
in
we can't
Target. His
pronounce.
line of clothing is in Target. Very popular.
They're
in
going
Target.
to
That's
make
his
an
name.
example out of her. You watch me now.
You think so?
Because she's being a badass.
Me and
Well, they
Tyrone
make-
should
well,
buy
that's
it
true.
tomorrow.
She can
We
be-
buy
she
it in his
fighting.
brand. That's what.
Watch
that's
now.
what-
You watch
Yeah,
now.
but we gonna see.
If it had been a conspiracy full of black people,
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
it's a wrap.
What is
It's a
the
wrap.
lady?
Well,
The
we've
lady
seen
who
that.
put, we seen it. The lady who put the child in the school in the other district.
Just the
Right,
district.
we've
She
seen it a
just-
couple
yeah, they
times.
don't even let us do that in high school.
She was homeless and put her kid and a child that was not in her district.
Went to jail.
First of all, how you consider me homeless and put me in a district?
First of all,
Secondly,
I can be
how
in
you
any
gonna-
district I want to be in if I'm
Exactly.
homeless.
If I'm under this bridge today, and then I go to this bridge tomorrow, you
What
gonna move me
district
in
am I
district?
in?
Exactly.
Okay.
But we've seen that. And then secondly, it's the same as the teachers in Atlanta who were accused of
The
changing
changing
test
test scores.
grades.
Yeah.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, that is
Same
right.
thing.
12 years.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know they ended
And
up
no
with 12
Baker went to
years.
jail for the financial crisis.
Not
Not
one.
zero.
Zero.
So we see it all the time.
What we about to talk about right now.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell him.
So down in Charleston,
the Chuck.
West Ashley High School.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying, some kids decided that they would put colored and whites only over the
water fountains.
over the water fountains. Okay, thought it was funny. They put it on Snapchat. Then they took the pictures down. So my question is, who the f you think? Who you think you are? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Why do you think that they feel that they have the right to do that and that it's funny?
And what happened to him? What was the punishment?
When was this?
What's today? Friday. This was like Tuesday.
Oh, it's only October at this point.
Right. Ain't even been in
They
school
hadn't-
but 2
They hadn't
months.
started doing this real.
Huh?
Oh God!
In Charleston, West Ashley.
West
High
Ashley
School.
High
Jay,
School.
remember the kids that spelled out nigga with the band or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is kind of like this.
But at least that shit was creative.
I know. I can't. But they were punished by the code of conduct of students. No, put their ass out of school.
Right.
Put their and the principal was like, yeah, that does not represent who we are, and we found them within 15 minutes. We knew exactly who they were. But what you gonna do about it?
Right.
What you gonna do about it? Make an example out of them.
Exactly.
Make an example out of them. But anyway, West Ashley High School. Let's follow up and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted their names. I was searching, trying to find their names, but because they're underage, they're underage.
They're minors.
But if they were brown people, though,
Think about the boy caught in the number.
Yeah.
that's what I'm. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Remember that?
And whatever
He was
happened with
allowed
that.
to leave the school and expelled.
Instead of being expelled, that's right.
And we ain't heard a peep since.
Ain't heard. He probably over at Dreer right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't heard a
That's
peep
right.
since.
Okay.
He ain't that drear.
No, he probably in a private school.
And if they did mention him in the news, he'd be considered a child.
That's
He
right.
probably had
You want to play grown man games? You know,
Yeah.
let me know your name. Let me know your name. So some of our brothers can go out there and catch them on the football field.
Right.
Okay.
If he's in the news, it'll be 18-year-old boy. If it was one of
But
us,
what's-
it'll be 18-year-old man.
8-year-old man.
Right.
Amazing how that
Named
one
Gerald
word
Hendrick.
can
Trust
change.
that.
Right.
That's right.
Trust that. It'll just slip up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. So
Right.
that's what we do. And last but not least, y'all, what's going on with California?
Global warming.
The old people say
That don't
West Coast
exist.
J.
Now, money, you know that don't. That
West
don't
Coast
exist.
J did it.
You know global money.
West Coast J
global
is
woman.
okay.
West Coast J is okay.
Is he in
West
California?
Coast
Yeah,
J
he's in
West Coast
California.
J is in California right now.
When
Is
did
he
he
in Los
go?
Angeles? Is he in that area?
He went to a
Yes,
wedding.
he's in,
Okay.
he's in LA right now.
Oh, okay. He doesn't live there. He's visiting there.
He
He's
sent me a
visiting for
picture
a funeral
of a bridge
Right.
that's on fire.
Yes.
Oh God.
And it was
is
like
scary.
it's scary.
Well,
It-
y'all know our old grandmas would say that they must be doing some hella sinning in L.A. for all these fires to be happening. God,
me see
that's
that.
terrible. That look like something in a movie.
I can't do that. I can't do
That
that.
look like something in a
This is
movie.
the bridge they had to bypass to get to where they were going.
One of the guys from the network is there.
So
I can't do that.
that's
Los
what the
Angeles.
grandmamas is saying. They say they sinning hard over there in L.A. That ain't nothing but hell rising.
They need to burn the whole
The revelation-
United States
them
down.
corporations sending hard.
like
Revelations.
Because every time this shit happen like this,
It's the rapture.
I get on my mama.
It's
about
the
this,
rapture.
too. It's every time this shit happen, you're like, oh, that's a sign of the time.
Yeah.
Mama, you've been saying this shit since I was in 3rd grade. And
What?
probably before, but I ain't remember it.
And Tyrone mother said the
My
same
mama
thing.
said this.
Yeah.
Right.
They used to say that
Her
when she
mother
was a
and
little
mother.
girl.
That's what I'm talking
But y'all
about.
don't understand that this is the Lord's time.
Right.
And the
It
Lord's
is.
time.
Exactly.
Ain't humans'
I'm like,
time.
At this point, Jesus probably just looking at his Samsung like,
He said Jesus is looking at his Samsung.
I've lost track of this point.
Oh
If
goodness.
Jesus was to come back, these crackers would kill him.
Right.
Oh goodness.
They absolutely.
Well, they killed him the first time.
They'll kill him
Well,
again.
it wasn't. Technically, it wasn't.
Quicker.
It wasn't.
Quicker
Which,
this time.
it wasn't
The
what?
The C word.
It wasn't. Oh, it wasn't the other Hugh.
No, it wasn't them.
It was the same Hugh
They killed him the first
that
time.
killed him. Who
I'm
killed
talking
him?
about these
Black
racist
people?
White folks
No.
who killed him.
Who have
Arabs.
turned him into
Arabs.
blonde-haired white
Israelites.
They were all Arabs at the
If
time.
that,
Right.
if
Well, I
that
mean,
But at
was
this
actually-
point,
technically, yeah.
Jesus is not an Arab
Well, I
anymore.
think at that time of the world there was only Arabs. I don't think there was no white people. I don't think there was no white people back then.
That's almost true.
There was one time that
See?
there wasn't
That's
no white
almost
people.
Yeah, I think it's the Jesus time.
But quote unquote, the Romans had conquered the known
The
world
Romans, yes.
at the time.
Just, I don't think.
But
they were
Romans
white.
is not a. Romans
think
is
they
not
were
a
white.
hue of people.
It's not a
Right.
huge
Romans
people,
is
no,
a-
but they were
like
Europe.
a
They were
delegation of
They were European.
They were
Right.
European. However, the European, like the Romans that would have been
Romans had no
here at the time, would not have been, like they would not have had like white skin
Right,
because
right,
they were
exactly,
They would have been Arab.
exactly.
But the point of the statement was, if Jesus were to come back today, the people who claim to love Jesus will kill him.
Oh, I heard. What
Oh
you
yeah,
said.
for sure, for sure,
Right. It's it's a
for sure.
yeah.
I wouldn't.
And which I highly agree with.
So I don't know. What is happening? Oh, there's a point to this.
Yeah,
that
the
the weather
fires,
service.
The fires.
Yeah,
We can get distracted.
It's the end of time.
We got
That's how you
ADD.
get distracted.
Well,
we got that real
the whole
ADD.
point about the fires is for the first time in the history of the weather service, they called an extreme red flag. First time ever with this thing. Even with the one that happened 2 years ago, this was the first one. This is like a really, really bad one because that thing is coming off the Pacific coast. But this is
much
the
wind.
first.
That thing is called. First of all, that thing.
Yes.
Is called the
Learn something now.
Almighty.
That's exactly
That's
what it
him.
is. I
But
wasn't even going
I
to try to
think
fake
the-
it like I remember.
The who?
The Almighty.
The Al Bundy.
I think the biggest thing in this is West Coast J's real name is Jesus.
What?
West Coast J's real name is Jesus.
Is it real?
West Coast Jesus. I try to be serious at that shit.
That's not his name, yo.
It's not.
I'm like, really?
I just find it hype.
Jesus.
Look, man. I find it right.
Jesus.
West Coast Jesus. I find it highly coincidental. I don't believe in like
You don't believe in
coincidences. But right. But West Coast J just happens to go to L.A.
And his
now there's
name
these
is
fires, and now it's the end of the world.
Right.
West Coast Jesus, man. That's all I'm saying.
Right. You right.
Right.
You right.
We own some, yo. Right. That's all I got, man. I don't know.
Well,
Every year, California be on fire. Like not like this.
Not
but
like this,
every
yeah,
year,
not like this,
every
but
year,
yeah.
like the last like
Money, you
5
cannot
years.
point that
That's
shit.
what I'm
We're supposed to
saying.
forget that it's been the end of time since 1991.
I'm saying that the old
No,
people saying
it's actually been the end of time
They
since
seen
about
it.
1842.
Hey, man.
well,
Why let facts ruin the point?
gentlemen,
Yes.
all I know is this right here. That was the longest AEN in the news and entertainment. Why, sis?
because this is what's important to us, and we don't care if it's important to you. Good Lord, please listen. Anyway, please.
We love y'all.
Oh my God,
We
love y'all
sorry.
too. We sorry.
It ain't our fault. It's the
love
Defy Life
y'all.
fault.
It's not our fault.
Like,
It's not my fault.
and I'll say is, I'm gonna put it on the producer as he
That's
comes
right.
back in the room.
Producer, we were ready 6 minutes
He's
ago.
the
but you
one
got to
that
go.
he's the one that hired all these lovely personalities,
Right.
including myself.
Well, just let me
If you
know.
wouldn't hire me, producer,
We moving on.
We trying to move
moving
on.
on.
What's
All right.
next, sis?
Oh,
What's next, girl?
thank y'all for having us.
Yeah.
we love
Thank y'all for having
we
us.
love y'all back.
I gotta watch.
Hey, and then lose
Y'all be cussing us
listeners.
out in the morning.
I'll be back next week.
Yes, money. Thank you for being here, money.
And,
thank you, money.
and
Come
last
back.
question, though, seriously,
Don't leave.
what the fuck is poo?
I knew he was gonna say it.
All right, sis. Well, we moving on to what's that name?
Okay.
What's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, it's time for
Black folk, blue ain't for you. All right. He talking about Tyrone saying, "How you put these on?"
the fancy things.
They fancy. They fancy. All right.
Okay, we wanna say hello to Brother Kemet, also known as Tyrone.
Hey.
We want to say hello to Well, this is my Trina Tree.
Hey, Trina girl.
Hey, family.
What's up, bro?
How's everybody?
Thank y'all for being on our 50th episode.
Thank you for
Thank you for
inviting us.
having
We
us.
appreciate it. Y'all were a part of that last thing.
We
They were in the background.
That was fire.
Woo!
Yes. They were in the background, y'all.
I don't even know what that's gonna be. I don't even know, but we gonna see.
That was really. What's the name of the show?
Well,
Anything, everything.
we gonna have to change that. We gonna have to change that.
It wasn't up to his name.
That was a good
We gotta come
example.
up with something, sis.
Yeah,
But
we
anyway,
got
so guys, this segment, as you know, we're gonna do it until the injustices of our people stop. So we'll always have a segment because it won't. Okay, sis,
Yes.
Mr. Chris Meyer. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Tyrone and Trina, do y'all know Mr. Chris Meyer?
We're familiar.
Give me a little bit of information about it.
Phoenix, Arizona. 2-year-old baby took the doll baby out of Family Dollar.
And the
Oh, yeah.
parents didn't even know.
Yeah, the parents didn't know. The cops rolled up on them. I'm going to blow your effing head off. When I tell you to do something, you effing listen to me. You know, so that's him. So that happened back over in the summer, early summer.
Right.
Well, he was on administrative leave. He got fired on the 22nd of October.
What took so long?
Well, see, that's all I'm saying. You saw the video.
I
Why?
did.
Why did it take all that? You were still getting paid on admin leave.
Of course.
So what took so long for you to get fired?
Well, you know what usually happens, they give him time to relocate his family, find a good school,
Okay,
make
see.
sure he have protection, no one come after them.
Okay, see.
He can leave. He might need it another 3 months for his pension to kick in like it was supposed to.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. Right there. Did you see the video, T?
Yes, I saw the video.
What'd you think about it?
Horrible. What? it reminds me of Brother Booker T, which is better known as Mr. Coleman, Booker T. Coleman, and he was breaking this down, and he was trying to get us to understand that we are dealing with wolves. He used this analogy that if you look at the door and you see these wolves out there, but you know you got to navigate, so you have to equip yourself with the proper tools to navigate, because these wolves will get you if you're not prepared for them. So he was explaining that these wolves have been created, and just like we talked about earlier, that it's a virus, because we hadn't done anything to them. And I'm not speaking for all of officers, but we're saying there's a big chunk of them that feels a certain way because they've been bred, they've been trained, they've been programmed to feel a certain way. The reason why they can see a 10-year-old boy, he looks like the Incredible Hulk to him. And then when they see a man, he's Godzilla to them. You know what I'm saying? Their viewpoint. Now, it ain't that their viewpoint is not real, because it's been created in their mind. You know, over time, it's been created in their mind. So that's how they view us. But what Booker T was explaining is that, Brother Kaba was explaining that these are wolves. They are looking for any inch that we can give them to give them the reason to do harm to us. And I'm not speaking to all officers. Most police officers do a great job professionally. Sometimes, it's a tough job. We're not saying it's not a tough job, but most of the officers do a great job. But these guys that are out there, and there's a lot of them, and I think this thing is done from the top down, because the whole system was created based on racism. Police officers, the history of police come from the patty rollers, which were the people that used to make sure that the slaves, check the slaves, check the papers to make sure if they were going from different plantations that they had papers, if they ran away. These were the people that used to go after. It morphed into what we call modern day policing here in America. So the whole system of criminal justice system was created on a racist foundation. So that's why it starts at the top down. It's not bottom up, it's top down.
Right.
And even, our own officers that look like us get infected with some of that sometimes. Not all of them.
Right.
But some of them get infected with that same thing, what they call the blue blood, what we call blue blood. Right. They get infected with it, and they treat us sometimes worse than some of the white officers.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And we see that, and you see people say, well, I got stopped by the police, and, everything went great. I'm like, that's how it's supposed to go.
Right.
If you got a minor traffic infraction, it's supposed to go cool. That's what's supposed to happen. It's the stirge that we see and the things we know about, and we've been discussing, and we've been telling people for all our lives that we've been here. And even today, when they send it and clear, these phones have great camera, they take great videos, and they see it up live in person, and they still say, but I wonder what happened before the camera started rolling.
Exactly.
You should have complied.
Yes.
Exactly.
He should have complied.
Stop
he should have
resisting.
did it. Yeah. They still not, we see some of them are coming around now.
Yeah.
But we're talking about people of other persuasion, because psychologically, it's hard to deal with the reality that this stuff is true, because they have to break down all the things that they've been taught all their lives, because we all been programmed. Some of the programs have been detrimental to us, especially people of color, to it affecting our lives to where it kills us. That's why we don't live, because stress, it creates stress. You know what I'm saying? We've been programmed one way, they've been programmed another way. And they've been programmed to live in a different reality than we've been programmed. So when we speak of white privilege, the first thing that comes to their mind is, nobody gave me anything. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. And some of them come around when you break it down and you try to explain to them, it has nothing to do with what you was giving. Not physically given, but it's you come into a culture and society that's catered to you, and you don't have to put up with that crap that we got to put up with. That's the privilege that you guys have, or the other persuasion have. But back to, we know these guys are predators. we have to start teaching them. Those are some of the hard conversations that we have to have with our kids.
Right.
That because one of the things that Brother Kaba said, and that I totally agree with, is that our warriors are being killed. And the brothers and sisters who become rebellious, who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they do stand up, it's just that we hadn't taught them when to flex those muscles.
Right.
They don't have this. The discipline part is not there to when to flex those muscles, and you can't flexing those muscles on the street. Now, if you're in a life or death situation, that's different. But a lot of cases we see where the muscles are flexed, and that's all they need because everything they have is designed to cover them. They whole system.
I believe we aren't flexing our muscles enough.
No. Well,
I believe we're too passive.
No, that's not what I'm
And
talking
I believe
about.
that we are too docile. You know, it's time to stop trying to hug it out of them or love it out of them. Or you know, we already know going by the rules is definitely not going to stop them. Complying is not going to work.
No, that's not what I mean.
What you're saying is that we need to teach everyone how to respond properly to make sure that we stay out of harm's way.
And we have to fight them another way. We can't. When you're unarmed on the street, you have no weapon. You don't have anything but your body, and you got 5 or 6 officers who would love to put a bullet in your head. We need you to come home. We need the fight. What I'm saying is the fight need to be done in a different way. You can't fight on the street.
See, that's where we need to start arming ourselves. For instance, I'm not trying to say we need to start a civil war, but we need to make a stand.
Okay.
Who was that down? They went to go arrest someone in Mexico. They had to let him out the car.
El Chapo's
son. Yeah.
They couldn't keep him.
Yes, sir.
It was an all-out brawl. I mean, they were shooting in the neighborhood. Families were running. But in the end, he got out the car.
He got the car. That's right.
Because they stuck together and they refused to let him go. When all this stuff keep happening in the neighborhood, it's going to come down to that sooner or later. It's going to happen. Because you're going to get sick and tired of seeing your brothers, your husbands, your kids just killed in the street for no reason. You know, and I said earlier today when we were talking, you know, the ones that stand out was Castile, Tamar Rice, the young man who was in Walmart minding just minding their business. It's going to come down to where you go in these neighborhoods and try this crap, and you're going to have to deal with an onslaught of people who's just sick and tired.
Sick and tired.
And that's what the gangs were created for originally. The Crips and the Bloods were actually created to combat police violence.
That's true.
And then they turned to something else. But that was their origin.
Community resistance in progress.
Community resistance in progress. Crips.
And then they...
Is that what that's?
Yeah, that's Crips.
Wow.
Yeah.
Say it again. Come on.
Okay.
Bring it on. Teach me something.
You said that mighty knowledgeable there, producer.
Started off with,
Put them on the mic.
Crips and the Bloods started as a response to police brutality. The Bloods were pretty much, we are a family. Blood, if you mess with my blood,
right,
then I'm gonna mess with you. You're not gonna come in and mess with us. The Crips were community. If you mess with our community, there will be a resistance in progress.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's what the Crips meant. And
I like learning things.
What ended up happening was there was a shift in the paradigm where when the basically the Crips and the Bloods came out right after the Black Panther Party was infiltrated. And so what ended up happening was eventually they infiltrated the Crips and the Bloods because the community was so strong
and turned them against each other.
And what it is they infiltrated them with the drugs and enticed certain ones with selling and create and making money to the point where it started this beef. But at the end of the day, it was community based organizations that were built straight to combat police brutality within the California state. So the Bloods were basically, we're family, you're blood. If I'm a blood, you're blood. I'm going to protect you just like I would protect my blood family. Okay. And then Crips stood for community resistance in progress. If you mess with our community, there will be a resistance in progress.
See? All right.
Awesomeness.
I keep trying to tell you, man. We got some knowledge up in here.
Yes, honey.
We got some knowledge up in here.
Learn us some.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Because it's going to come down to that.
Yeah, I had Trina. You know, this interesting you say that because I think that all the time. Like, when is it going to happen? That when is going to be that time that they got somebody, and then the community just responds, and there's this uprising because people are going to get tired. We are tired.
Have y'all watched the animal show? And it's always the wildebeest. It's like a whole bunch of wildebeest, and a lion come and take one. He's like, it's 12,000 of them. Why would they let one lion come and just rule the whole thing?
Yeah.
Just run back and get them. And then the film people start showing where the wildebeest like, hold on, wait a minute. We're going to go back and we're going to go get them.
Okay.
Because they starting to think, hey, wait a minute. It is 12,000 of us.
And it's just one.
And it's just one.
Gotcha.
You know, and they turn around. It's going to be this shift where people are just not going to take it anymore.
Right.
Because we're being we're being attacked all the time.
Tara, I don't know if you remember, probably about 2-3 years ago, we were in the backyard and we got into a very heated discussion because you were saying the same thing Trina was saying. They kill ours. Huh?
Off the air. You only talk about that off the air.
You said that
he's going to have a white man following him. You said that barbecue was really good in the backyard. Okay. So yeah, I'll tell you what you said 2 years ago out there. I got to remember that other people don't hear this. Okay,
Yeah.
I keep seeing the same white man following me.
There's certain things that we can say out loud, and there's certain things that we need to keep amongst ourselves.
Okay. Well, this was my question to Trina. Okay, so Lynn and I came up with this segment because every day we kept hearing about something about it, what black man getting killed. Yeah. Do you worry about Tyrone? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Every day.
Okay. Every day.
And this is just it because, we're keeping it, we're talking and trying to keep it lighthearted. But we were out one night, not too long ago, and one of his friends were in town, and Tyrone went into the store. When he went in, shortly thereafter, a police officer went in. He was taking too long to come out. I got nervous.
See?
So I asked his friend, I said, look, call him on the phone and tell him to come out the store. Because I'm like, he don't mind getting into a discussion.
Right.
We don't want to do it tonight.
Right.
Get what you're going in to get out the store and come on so we can go. When they called him on the phone, he was like, yeah, I'm coming out. Just hold on for a second. So to me, it sounded huffy.
Right.
But his friend picked up something else. He said, look, I'm telling you what's going on. Someone said something like, God bless you. And that was it. And an argument done jumped off in there. So I was like, yeah, that might be it.
That's
so I'm sitting back, I'm drumming my fingers. I'm like, oh man, no, Okay. He didn't come out, and a police officer didn't come out. You're going to have to go in there and get him. I said, look, because he's a talker too. I said, don't go in there talking. Just tell him to come on.
Right.
So he went to go get out the car, and by that time, Tyrone was coming out. He was coming out.
He could see me. Right?
Oh, no. Yeah. He said, I can see him. I can see him right there sitting down. And then when I looked, I was able to see him too.
Okay.
So I felt like, whew, okay, that's fine. So finally he come out. The friend I told him to go in there and not to talk because he can talk too. Tyrone was in the store for an hour. They started talking another 30 minutes in the door.
Oh, geez.
Because this guy.
But I say that to say, yes, I worry about him.
Okay.
For something as simple as going into the store and a police officer walk in as well.
And maybe
now I'm nervous because what's happening in the store?
Wait a minute. It wasn't just a police officer. It was a Caucasian police officer.
Okay.
I think that's what raised them.
Okay. But my question was to you, Lynn. Do you worry about CJ being a young black man with locks driving a Mustang? So I'm saying,
Very
as a
much
mother, as a wife, y'all
Very
shouldn't
much
have
so.
to worry
We shouldn't.
But
that your partner, your husband, your son may not come home
But
just because they black.
right. And we also shouldn't have to worry when we get stopped ourselves. That one night that Yusuf and I got stopped because and I got very nervous because the guy accused us, the police officer accused us, and it was two cars. We were on a dark back road around here, and he accused us of throwing a cigarette out the window. Well, there's a problem with that. Neither one of us smoke. So my first thought was, oh Lord, he trying to make up something to get us.
Right.
Now, I don't know if the car seats softened his heart, the car seats in the back softened his heart, or what. But when we convinced him that we are not smokers, so there's no way we threw a cigarette out the window, he looked in the back. He saw the car seats. The kids weren't back there, but we were like, we're headed to pick up our kids, and.
But see, you should have him that you don't
put
smoke.
his head in the window
trying to smell.
Well, you're right. I don't smell anything. Well, you're damn right. We're right. We know we don't smoke.
But he shouldn't even have the right to put his head.
But
in your
I was
car.
so scared. I was scared.
That's why we do this segment, because every single day it's been 50 weeks, and every single week it's been something about somebody black getting the police, brutality or some type of injustice against black people, mostly men. Not mostly men, and this is why we do it. Man, y'all be tripping on that. No, we do that because we need to bring awareness to this foolishness.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like for real.
And I think we're aware. We need some resolve.
Resolve is what we need. You're right.
We need some resolve.
You're right.
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do? You remember what's the scene in what's the Tyler Perry movie, Daddy's Girl? Even though I know it was black on black, but remember when he hit him with the car, and then the neighborhood got sick, and they came out there and
they were tired.
They were tired. They were tired.
That reminds you of the wildebeest, because they've been in that community way before he came there, and they allowed all that stuff to go on, and then it wasn't until he struck out that they took up arms. And decided to
and that's all it's going to, is. And then we had a few brave ones, who attempted. It didn't set off a catalyst of followers, but there needs to be some type of resolution and reckoning.
I agree.
I agree.
Well,
100%.
I just want to let y'all know Winnie Mandela's one of my sheroes.
All right now.
Okay.
Shout
out.
Well,
Take it however you want to.
Shout out.
She should be.
And I just want to say that my husband, give a damn what y'all say. His attorney team is helping Mr. Dravon Ames with the attorney to sue the Phoenix Police Department. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Right.
So let me talk about what my husband ain't doing.
I do want to add this. Part of the bigger problem that we have is because they have been successful at disunifying us. That's one of the main reasons, because they have us in tears now.
Correct.
We have people who like, oh, that ain't my problem. That ain't my problem. Right. They have these tears now, and that's the reason why they needed the integration bill to pass, the civil rights bill, because that's how they got control of us over again.
Yep.
So by disunifying us, we are not able to come together like we need to. Because if you go back and look at the Selma boycotts, we were unified and we worked together. I'm telling the majority of it. There's another but the majority of us work together.
But
today.
This violence is going to unify people, because no matter what you may be on, we're all experiencing.
That's what we want. Yeah. We want it to unify us. We want something to unify us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At this point, we don't care if it's good or bad. We just want something to unify us. But I think because we're disconnected is the reason why it hadn't happened sooner. That's
John Henry Clark said, even if it's wrong,
if we do it together,
it will change the course of history.
All right. I got a question before y'all leave. What's up with the black gumbo?
Black gumbo.
Look, on the spot.
Black gumbo.
Because this is our show and we can ask what we want to ask.
Can I answer the question?
Trina, get ready because you next.
Oh, I'm ready.
Black gumbo went on a hiatus, and Black gumbo will be coming back in full force in 2020, which is only 2020, which is only 60 days from now. We'll be back in full force, if not before that. We'll be back in full force.
Swing my locks. Swing my locks.
Well, we'll be ready.
Sis.
Hey,
sis.
thank y'all.
Hey, sis.
So I
I get it. How was it?
How was it?
Hey, sis, how was it? We'll be coming back.
Okay.
We're going to have some new products for the melanated people to check out for Christmas.
All right.
So make sure you can add it to that list.
So wait a minute. You coming back before 2020?
I'm coming back before 2020.
Okay.
She coming back in the rest of
You
2019.
have my word.
I have your word.
Okay. You have my word.
Okay.
Okay.
So don't make me go tell the people.
I'm telling the people
week,
right here.
Next week, and then you don't show up.
No.
That's going to make me look bad.
No, I'm not going to make you look bad. But not with those texts that I received. Since I have you, I just want to tell you, I don't know what motivates you to send me those texts, but those are beautiful.
No, the text is that when my sister Betty died, I realized that the people that you love, you need to let them know.
Wow.
And that's what it is. So because she was here on Friday and we was burying her the next Friday.
Right.
And that did something to me.
Right.
So the people that you love, let them know. So
Right.
I said, at least you can know if the last thing you hear from me or get from me, you know that I love you.
Yep.
Well, I want to tell you thank you so much. I don't know if Tyrone received the text or not, but I read them to him. He be feeling some kind of way.
I have a list. No, but everybody's special.
She does have a list.
Everybody, I do. But no, but my list.
I love my text.
Yeah,
I
but
just
my
wanna
list,
let you
my
know.
list is my people.
It came kind of late the other week, and I was kind of nervous.
Okay.
Oh.
But see,
Yeah.
you get used to them.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's and that's
I'm
the
like, well,
purpose
darn,
of.
it's Tuesday. I didn't get this.
Right.
Where's it?
I got it.
There you go.
What happened to the text?
I got it on a Wednesday one day, and I was like, Wednesday?
Okay.
No, but it ain't for everybody. But you all are the people that I hold close to my heart, and I want you to know every single day, because I can't talk to you every day.
That's right.
But you know, just
Right.
know that I love you.
Unless you're me.
You know, well, yeah, but you know, exactly. 50-11 times.
50-11 times.
But that's where that came from, Trina. I was like, no, I sit here, I do this, go to the store, watch TV. Why can't I take 1 minute
You're right.
to let somebody know that I love you and have a good day?
You're absolutely correct.
Why can't I do that?
And you run across my mind all the time.
And I don't want anything back. I'm letting you know how I feel. That's
Right.
it. That's it. Simple as that.
Well, I want to tell you thank you. I like it. I love it.
Oh,
That's the story.
there you go, right there.
That's the story that makes you
Things
say,
that make you say, oh. You want me to hit the button? You want me to hit the button?
hit the button.
Hit the button.
button.
Push the
Hold on.
button.
Wait a minute, I gotta find it.
Oh, Lord.
Not the sneeze.
Oh,
button.
here you go, here you go.
Okay,
Wrong button.
no, wrong
Oh, wait. Hold on. No, I got it.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Stories that make you say, "Aww."
Yes, that was the story that makes you say, "Oh, yes,
Yes.
that's all right."
So that's what that's it? Okay.
yeah. So,
Instead of the little girls that read the people.
yeah, we'll get to them next week.
We did. Listen.
We had an outline.
Listen. We got a whole outline on paper.
Look,
Okay.
Printed 3
it was
copies.
Nice. I know I can read and look at it. What
And we ain't gonna
Okay.
buy
1, 2,
none
and
of
3 down on the
Okay,
bottom.
sis, it is our anniversary. Okay,
It is.
Come on.
It's our anniversary.
Hey,
Anniversary.
hey.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
It's
boy.
our anniversary.
Did y'all not write down the words?
Okay,
Do
that's the-
you know what
Hold.
today
Two
is?
anniversaries.
It's our anniversary. Hey.
All right, folks. We've been around here 1 year.
1 year.
Hey,
1 year.
yeah.
1 year. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you.
There's another anniversary.
What anniversary?
We're celebrating our anniversary.
Are you
Wait a minute.
serious?
November 3rd.
Happy anniversary.
12 years.
It's their anniversary.
It is our anniversary.
Anniversary.
Hey.
And we decided to come here and share with y'all.
The third is.
It's their anniversary.
Hey. That's all right.
so
That's all right. That's so sweet. That's
And
so
they here with
You forgot
us.
to push the button to say the things that make you say, oh, you only
I did
do
do
one
it.
time?
Yeah, I just did it one time.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You want me to do it again?
We
You want
another
another
Yeah.
one? Okay.
Okay, Lynn.
Stories that make you say,
Guys,
Oh.
we have been on damn near 3 hours.
It ain't been on 3 hours.
The clock ran out.
The clock ran out.
Oh Lord.
We don't have sis.
Oh.
Sis,
It's been 2 hours and 6 minutes. Actually.
Oh wow.
it's time for
Is it?
yes.
It's time for. No, I'm gonna do it.
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Hey.
All right.
My baby.
Oh, go ahead, get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
Okay. They're so cute. They so cute.
That's why she want to push the button so damn.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh
Push it
my
again.
God.
Let's see it again.
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and continue to wash dishes.
Oh, those were your babies.
Those
babies?
my babies.
Oh, let me hear it again.
Okay, one more time.
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
The first voice is Meyer's. The second voice is Edison's.
It's so cute.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Show and shut down. I got do no more.
Look, I'm tired.
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Give me something. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Anything.
My the lady who was doing my feet.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I went to a different lady because I couldn't make it to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
She did my feet with the scrub thing. Then she took the scrub thing and rinsed it out in the water. I'm like, hey,
Wait, in the water. Wait a minute.
with my clean feet. I jumped my feet out. I was like, look, can you like do that afterwards? She said, it's your dirty feet.
Oh!
Damn. Ross! That was Ross! And she snorted.
Hey, I didn't ask you about that. I don't want you to rinse that thing off in the water with my feet. My feet are clean.
Right. And she said, those your dirty
She
feet.
said, I will rinse it. Rinse it in the sink, not with my feet.
Bitch, I'm paying you.
So now I got to sit for the rest of the time with my feet on the side of it like cats. My feet in the water. So anyway, that didn't have anything to do with it.
That ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Tyrone.
I love that, Trina. That was amazing.
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
This pee thing. This is what I wanted to talk about.
Oh, do you? Okay.
This
Well,
pee thing.
Oh my God.
well, this right.
thing.
This ain't got nothing to do with
yeah,
nothing.
this.
Why is Chris Brown and Drake on every damn song that come on the radio?
Every song. Every one of them.
I like Drake.
Drake,
No,
I do like Drake. I do.
No, seriously.
But
we were in the car.
Hold on. Huh? No, not hold on.
Oh,
Go ahead.
We were in the car the other day, and 4 songs came on back to back. It was Chris Brown and somebody, Chris Brown by himself. Then it was Drake and Rick Ross. And I was like, damn, they on every track. But they bad now.
That's their time.
But they bad now. But they bad.
That's like when Ludacris was on everybody's song.
Okay. So that had nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing to do with nothing.
Have y'all ever been to an Asian funeral or known anybody? Where was I the other day? Somebody asked, where did that come from, sis?
What?
The Asian funeral. Okay, that had nothing to do with nothing.
I ain't know.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I was getting my hair done, and it came up. Have y'all ever been or known anybody Asian to die and seen like
have a funeral?
No. In 51 years, I have never seen an
Asian funeral. You
You
right.
make it come.
I've never seen a delivery truck at an Asian restaurant. You ever seen a delivery truck?
No.
Like to drop off food and supplies?
I have.
You have?
They have their own. They have their own distribution.
I bet they do.
Oh, I bet they do.
Okay.
Y'all ever seen an Asian person pump gas?
So
I've never seen an Asian person pump
Now
gas.
that you think about it, no, I have not.
Have y'all ever seen a Asian homeless person on the street?
No.
No.
And you
Never
won't.
seen an Asian.
how many
Okay.
Asian people you see in jail?
There's kind of a
Correct.
few down
How
in
many
the West
Asian
Coast.
people have been killed by the police?
That's another one.
None.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay. Well,
They're my people.
yeah, we know. But anyway, that didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
Dang.
Well,
Okay.
Mr. Tyrone, he was interested.
How much tissue do you use when you pee?
Enough. We use what we
Way
need.
too much.
Oh, how much tissue do you use when you pee? How much you use,
Okay.
Tyrone?
I have a confession.
Huh?
I have a confession. Hold on, before you. What? Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Okay.
That was the point.
Hold on. Before we answer this question, the original question said, "How do you use the same amount of tissue when you pee and the poo poo?" That was the mate.
No.
Who said that?
That was the original question.
No,
but
ma'am. But I
No, we
changed
got
it
time.
to the
No,
P.
no.
Thank you.
I changed it. Is what I'm saying because I knew
Okay.
you was gonna have a problem with it. You know, but I'm saying,
That's impossible too, though.
well, no. Some people admit. Do you count the strokes?
No.
Only people with OCD.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's along the same line.
Okay.
Do all men, since y'all don't use toilet paper when you pee,
We don't have to.
so do all men have pee stains in front of their underwear?
Not if they do it right. Not if they do it right. But sometimes it can't happen.
Want the pee
And
drip
they're
a
not
little
necessarily
bit?
peace things.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, do y'all literally get all the drips out?
No, they take a little square tissue off and they dab
That's
it
what I think too.
and they put it in the
Y'all
toilet.
can't get all the drips out.
Is that true?
That's not true.
Is that true?
What do you do?
We about to find out.
I don't pee in my drawers. That's what I do.
The question is not do you pee in your drawers, it's when you finish peeing, do you have some drips?
It's a thing called the shake.
See now. You going? Do you want me to give you the truth? Do you want me to give you the unadulterated truth?
I want the truth.
You want the truth?
With the F.
Yes.
With the
All right.
F.
Now, me personally, I cannot speak for other people, but no, I don't use two squares. We ain't gonna use two squares. Anything 2 or more squares is for number 2. You gotta count. No. If you got that, if you got that 2-ply, if you got that 2-ply, that 4 squares.
That's ultra strong.
The 2-ply is 4 squares.
That's so charming, ultra strong.
Boy, that one ply worth of
So what do you
That
do?
1 ply ain't worth a cuss. That stick to your behind.
What do you do?
Here's what we do. This is a man's secret I'm about to put out here.
All right.
You give it a little shaky,
Shaky.
and then what you do is you grab you squeeze from the bottom of the shaft and get it all out.
Okay.
So you put it on your hand.
No. In the toilet. We ain't using no tissue.
And you literally get all of it.
No, ain't no pee stains. And for those of us that can't avoid the pee stains, that's why we wear dark drawers.
I know about the shaky.
Okay.
Because I have to teach my children how to go to the
So
bathroom.
shaky.
Yeah,
But sometimes I grab a square and I dab my baby.
well, let me say this.
I want to address this to the ladies too.
And one more thing. If your man is wearing drawers where you can see a pee stain,
Yeah.
that mean he wearing tighter whities. That mean he wearing tighter
I want to
whities.
address this to all the single
They
mothers.
need to
watch
get
this.
some Duluth. Duluth.
Yeah, he didn't get that
Stank
Duluth.
and stank resistant.
I want to address this to all
go.
the single mothers.
Okay.
Please be mindful of this. When your little boys, start training them not to take their clothes down and pee. A lot of it, because you don't think about it. You don't think about it. But I remember going on a trip and I went into the bathroom with my son. It was like, 5, 6. And one of the kids, he took his pants all the way down to his ankles. But I'm saying with the
Stand up and pee.
and I could tell that he's probably in a household with a mom without a dad in that household, and the mother just ain't thinking about that because he's watching her and he's sitting down because he's watching her.
Wait a minute. Now, did he sit down on the toilet, or was he standing with?
First he stood up and then he but he took his pants all the way down to his ankle.
Okay.
And we have a lot of predators. It was a public bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Edison does that
Hey, no.
in his young age. Amir does not, but Edison does.
Well, take all the pants all the way down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, we need to have a conversation.
I didn't know that.
I was not aware. I was not aware.
That's the point.
But I mean, Edison's still going in the women's restroom with me
That's
in the
another
stall.
problem.
So I mean,
Okay, so then what do you do?
No. I'm saying if that's in cases you have no choice.
Right.
In those cases.
Well, I mean, I think that even in that, like, I think if he got to go to the bathroom with you, you still should, like, stand him up in front of the bowl. And,
he stands
you know,
up, but
and
he
like,
pull his pants all the way down.
well, I think it's more or less that he don't pee on him.
Right. Right. So he don't pee on them. That's
I
why.
sit him on top of the toilet. I put 1 foot here, 1 foot there, and so he can pee down in the toilet.
In the toilet. Okay.
Yeah, so that way he can just zip it down, because I didn't think about it until Alan brought it to my attention that he really shouldn't have his butt out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, no,
you brought that to Michael's attention as well.
Yeah, because when I
Yeah.
took him to the bathroom, everything come down.
Yeah.
Okay, everything.
And then, you
Nah.
know,
Right.
But then when Tyrone said, you know, that's not how.
As my Charleston brethren say, he don't want to have that bunkie out.
No bunkie.
He don't want to have that bunkie out.
No bunkie. Yosh, did you have this ain't got nothing to do with nothing?
Yeah.
Okay.
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I smell like chicken.
Okay.
You should.
Well, you should.
Come through with that spicy rub.
Man, listen.
That was some good chicken, yo.
I've been cooking chicken since about 6 o'clock.
Listen, that damn plain wing and that damn teriyaki.
Between the teacher tailgate where wings was on the grill and
Yes.
came straight from there here and put wings in the fryer. I smell like wings. I want to take a shower. I feel bad for life.
You feel bad for life?
Yeah, like I don't like. I feel like a chicken. Like I would pluck my own.
I feel like
I will pluck. No, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
I got one for you.
Oh.
Like I was trying to come up with something, and I came up with that, and I do smell like chicken.
Okay.
But
I'm sure you do.
Auntie Roz and Auntie Kim came to the teacher tailgate.
Yes, they did.
They did. They came through.
I heard.
As they showed up, there was a resounding shout from the pulpit.
Yes, it
And
was.
it was young Amir.
Yes.
Auntie Kim!
Auntie Kim. It came,
Auntie Ross!
came running.
And came running. Came running so hard, his little white friend Beckett came running behind him.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, Beckett was like, "What's wrong?"
It was
Giving her
so
hugs.
cute.
And then I'm going to ask Auntie Ross, what did Amir say to you? Y'all smell like Poco.
Oh my god!
Hey, Ross sniffed himself and said, I don't smell like no Poco. And Amir said, yes, you do.
Oh my god!
Look, on that 2-hour journey we had down here, the perfume done wore off. You know?
Hey, listen, I thought
That was so
I
cute.
thought that was the funniest thing.
It was.
And I ain't had no real time to laugh because I was doing a good bit. But I didn't know if Ross was playing with me or if she was serious. Like, I don't think I smell like the dog. I don't know what's going on here. But if he can smell Poco, we got a problem.
Either Poco stink or something wrong.
or either Poco stink, I stink, or Amir is traumatized. But either way, something is going on.
Oh, that is so funny.
Yeah, so that's my. This ain't got
I'm so
nothing to do
mad
with
at
that.
that. That was a good one,
Brother Kemet, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you guys
Sis,
for inviting us.
thank you.
so much.
Trina,
Thank
Trina,
you.
thank you, thank you,
Don't
thank
leave me
you.
hanging.
Looking forward to you coming back.
Yes.
If I have to wait to 2020,
No.
Yes.
if I have to, okay, I'm good. At least I know now. At least I know I won't be
Right.
expecting it. Trina,
We got some December stuff.
okay,
Yeah.
I need you.
All right.
Black dollar.
I
Yeah.
am going to say something. Even though, I think it's been a pleasure to watch you guys grow from the first episode to now. It's been a journey with you. You don't listen, but just to let you know, you guys don't listen to nothing.
That we not listening
No,
to?
y'all don't listen to nothing I say. I said an hour And 3 hours.
You need to blame him for that.
That was your boss.
3 hours later,
Boss man. Boss
3
man.
hours and a Roz nap later.
Okay.
That was the boss man.
we are still here, but to watch you guys grow into this show in which you had absolutely no idea what you were going to do.
No idea.
Early, and to have actual segments and the listeners, there's like a printed out, typed out sheet for anybody that's on the show. They made enough copies for everybody that was here, and they tried to stay on task, but
We tried.
Yeah, boss man. Boss.
when
Boss.
there's the ABC spirits are involved,
Okay.
it's kind of hard to stay on task.
Listen, boss man, when you hear this, I want you to let me know, do you remember
Any
anything
of this. That's right.
that took place on this show?
But very proud of you ladies. Episode 50.
Thank you.
A lot of shows don't make it to episode 5.
Well, I
I mean, just
ahead.
it is a truth. You can go back and you look on iTunes, this and third. People get on and they just don't stay with the consistency of it. And you guys have stuck it out, and it's tough to. And then you literally changed your format from a remote podcast to every week being in the same studio, making it happen. And so for that, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Kim, I know at the beginning of this episode, there's a lot of jokes about me. I was going to kill you earlier.
I know
just
you
letting
were.
you know.
I know you were.
You were not going to make it out this house.
He's mad. Ooh, he's mad.
But this is just, on, it is that passion that keeps you guys show going. Honestly, it's that passion that gets you guys.
Some heads rolling, man.
Yeah, heads was about to roll, and but it's hard to find podcasters with that type of passion, and so it's that type of passion between the two of you guys and the chemistry between the two of you guys that keeps this show going as far as it goes. No, I was I can't give y'all compliments because then y'all start doing shit like air fist bumping and that's corny shit.
Because we won the trivia. Because we won the trivia. I mean, what?
Hello.
Okay, we just bagged.
No.
We won
Y'all
the
cheated.
trivia.
Y'all cheated.
We won the trivia.
Y'all cheated.
We did not.
Anyway,
It's
go ahead with the compliment.
okay.
Go
No,
ahead
I'm
with
done.
the
I'm done.
compliment. Okay,
I'm
well,
done.
Okay, Lena, can
That
you
was
get
it.
right quick?
I was trying to go ahead.
Producer, I want to thank you. You were the one who believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves.
You were also the one that tried to steal Kim to do a show with you instead of me. But anyway.
Well, yeah. And I remember, sis,
Everything worked out for the best.
Yes, it did. Sis,
That's all that matters. And both shows are successful.
I remember episode 1 says, "Hello, my name is Kim.
And my name is Lynn.
I'm the big sis.
I'm the little sis. And this is anything, everything, and nothing."
That was episode number 1. We had no freaking idea what we were doing, but we love what we're doing. I want to give a special shout out to Roz.
Yes!
Roz has been in there 50 weeks. She has babysat.
Yes,
she puts up with us for 2 or 3 hours at a time while we're recording. She hold the boys down. So
we aggravate her.
Thank you so
And
very
Poco.
much. And yes, so
And you smell
Roz,
like Poco.
thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Roz.
And
She come in there.
Hey, bye. And sis,
I
I'll
love it.
say to you,
Yes.
I love you,
Love
and I
you,
wouldn't
girl.
want to do it with nobody else.
Nobody else.
Nobody else.
Happy 50.
Happy
sis.
50.
Let me see those headphones.
Love you.
Love you too.
Wait, hold on now. Y'all ain't going nowhere.
Wait a minute.
I was gonna
Okay.
say we gotta do our thing, sis.
Y'all can't.
Uh
Y'all can't go nowhere without this now.
oh.
I got something for you.
Uh oh.
Where is it?
Uh oh.
What that? Okay, there we go.
He's producing.
I'm trying
I'm
to.
Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken
Okay.
Loans, America's largest mortgage lender. Let's
Yeah, this
talk
is y'all
credit
first
card debt
episode,
for a
just in
minute.
case you didn't
If
know.
Oh my God.
you're carrying too
Just in
much
case you didn't know.
You're not alone. The average
This is your
household
first
in the U.S.
episode.
carries over $8,000 in credit card debt.
Go ahead.
The average household.
Oh my God.
Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or
In this episode of the Anything, Everything, and
Damn, I did pre-rolls back then.
That's right.
Yes.
God, Roz, thank you.
our reality stars.
Thank you for taking my job.
Let's start the show.
Hey, mother.
We had Beyonce. Beyonce music. We had a whole show. We run this mother.
There go your applause. Okay. I hear
No
you.
applause.
Welcome to the first episode
Do you
of the
hear that?
Anything, Everything, and Nothing podcast with Lynn and Kim. What's going on, big sis?
What's going on, little sis?
It's been a rough one.
Okay.
What's that echo?
I'm tripping because
we were on the speakerphone. We was on the computer phone.
9:26, 27 p.m. We've been trying to get this first podcast out since Wednesday at noon. So we got to make this real good. We got to make this real good.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I know.
What's going on?
Terrible week.
I had a
if you want
terrible
to be
week.
honest about it. Terrible.
Well, of course I want you to be honest, but if
we're gonna go ahead and get. We gonna go ahead.
So I'm gonna have to go back and listen
We gonna
to
go
that.
ahead and get out of here. We ain't gonna hold
That's
you
all
up,
right.
but I just wanted to play that little bit of taking you back a little bit.
Practice,
All right.
practice makes perfect.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
And,
Hey, bitch,
and then
I'm Kim.
one of my favorite episodes of all time.
Wicker Whackers.
How did you know that was my favorite?
Because you named it.
Hey, listen, it was Wicker Whackers. Somebody said Wicker Whackers.
the big sis, or also known as the big sis.
Y'all was so whack.
Are you serious?
Yes, we were.
Y'all was so whack.
How you gonna call us whack?
No,
No.
Producer, you were like, when we're gonna do our first show tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Get ready. We didn't know what we were doing. You just threw us to the wolves,
And look at you now.
and look at us now.
You gotta throw them flowers out there and let them blossom.
and let them bloom. Let them bloom.
But yeah, no, if you haven't had an opportunity to, go back and check out the old episodes. Wicker Whackers. That is episode 2. Now, the sound quality ain't great, but it's one of them. We Brand New is another good one.
We got microphones now.
Right.
Yeah, they got
We got
microphones.
microphones
You remember
now.
producer used to be on the show all the time?
Yes.
He used to break in. Let me come in right here.
Your legs so soft. That's another good one. Lordy, I woke up 40.
Yes.
That's another one. So if you get an opportunity to go check out y'all too. Shouts out to y'all for sticking with it.
Thank you.
Episode 50. Actually, technically episode 51, but
It's 50.
It's
That was
technically-
49 and a half.
Nobody cares about technicalities.
Okay.
Don't care about
Last
technicalities.
week was 49 and a half.
but we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. It is 2:00 in the morning, and you guys are
Ooh.
way over time, and
Way
Ross
over.
is really sleepy.
Sis.
Way over
Did she say they got breakfast in 4 hours?
Yes. Sis. And remember,
I'll be over there at breakfast in 4 hours.
if you're not defining life, then what are you doing?
Later.
Woo!
Hey, Siri,
Hey, how may I help you?
play the Relationship Status Podcast.
Playing the Relationship Status Podcast.
You know, I would ask him, like, what are you doing? You know, where are you going with this? What are you trying? And he really didn't have, like, a real answer.
Okay.
So I didn't feel like we were going to be compatible
Well,
later on down the line.
I think that goes back to something I've often heard and think myself, that men date women thinking they're never going to change, and women date men
thinking that they are,
thinking that they can change them.
Relationship Status. New episode every Monday at 12 noon on Defy Life Network.